Sometimes I look at this goal and think, have you lot seen this enough? But how could you get bored of it? From a one goal wonder. Smash the night, boy, let's go.
You always use that active when defenders are being given, like. You always use that active when defenders are being given, like. You always use that active when defenders are being given, like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on, Ian. I could take it from here. People deluded. I'm back again. Another day, another watch along. If you're tuned in, appreciative, whether you're on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube. If you're on YouTube, smash the like button. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. In terms of fitness, if illness was measured in fitness, I'm probably like 30%, but the show must go on. I am feeling better than yesterday and appreciative, better yet, to all you lot's well wishes. And thank you very much for joining me for another watch along. It's Newcastle against Paris Saint-Germain. It should be a great game. Do you know what, yeah? Do you know what? I'm going to say 1-0 Newcastle because in my head, I'm not going to lie, I'm saying 3-1 PSG, but I'm going to go with Newcastle. It is what it is. Newcastle to continue the English team's losing streaks. Boy, it weren't happy days for Arsenal or Man United, but at least we got 3 points. A10 Malik, raw, what happened to Arsenal yesterday? I ain't seen you for time. We lost. It's the Champions League. But we got smoked, innit? We weren't good enough. Lens were better than us in every department. They defended better than us. They took their chances better than us. They popped us for that first goal. They violated us. We have to get them on the rebound because I'm seeing their social media going mad and things like that. It is what it is, man. DG, you sure you ain't got the vid? Nah. I ain't got that. I'm good, man. Maybe listen, if you got that, big up you, but not my thing. You know, the Jamaican invasion ancestry from 4th Street as well. I ain't got that. I was just ill. Champions League nights ain't for everyone. It's not for Chelsea, Mike. Can you bloody sitting down, mate? Is this what one win against little Fulham does? Big up Fulham and you're talking like Johnny Big Bollocks. Fair enough, fair play. Agendas have to agenda. Appreciate you for being tuned in. Make sure Chelsea don't lose to us, you know. Make sure Chelsea don't lose again this season. I'm onto you, and you know damn well you're going to lose. You know, you're still in the negative ratio. How much 3 points you touched this season? You know, I heard Modric finally scored. Shit, guy finally scored. It's crazy. I thought Arsenal was... Well, we were dead. We were dead. Let's be real. We've been bandulu this whole season. Like, there's a lot to be positive about, and we're doing a lot of shaky stuff, and I'm not going to lie to you lot. I know it's Newcastle, Paris Saint-Germain. Let me know your predictions and things, but with a certain number 29, I don't know how we get out the hood. I'm gonna support him. He's probably signed a 4 or 5 year deal. If you know, when we signed Timber, you know, I've always said I would like Timber at the club. Everyone's a fan of Declan Rice. We when it comes to number 29, I thought, you know what, Arteta, you know more about football than me. I'll support it in it, but right now, boy, and yesterday it was dead, really and truly. I like Tomiyasu, but you know, if Tomiyasu plays with Saka, it's not quite Benjamin White and Saka. I was very disappointed when Mikel Arteta went with, you know, he put on Fabio Vieira. I understand it. They're playing a low block 3 at the back. Fabio Vieira, Havertz in theory, Odegaard, these players can play in the pocket and pick up spaces, but I think he needed to go. Not that Nelson was good when he came on, but 5 minutes until kickoff, I think Reece Nelson needed to come on. I was disappointed with that. Our left-hand side, Trossard was terrible. You know, when you think of Trossard, very technical player and stuff. His first touch was horrible. Fair enough. He's just coming back from injury. Zinchenko's very good going forward defensively, shaky. Kai Havertz, I hear it. You know, you win the first and second balls and that, but I need a bit more. So we're very right-hand centric as a football club. I didn't really see nothing from our right-hand side, really. Left-hand side is a myth. Not really got anything in midfield. It was just terrible. You know what? There's only 3 players really and truly that, for me, I ain't really got no beef with based on the Lens game, and that's Gabriel Jesus and Declan Rice. And to be fair, Saka as well in the minutes he played. I think Gabriel and Saliba did what they could. Everybody else, you know, Raya, you made a mistake. You have to hold it. You know, mistakes and losing the ball in the transition. And when you're a team that plays out from the back, which is what 99% of teams in world football, them mistakes are going to happen. But for that game in isolation, Raya has to hold his licks because it was silliness. One thing that is annoying me about my football club, and again, kickoff is 4 minutes away where Newcastle and PSG are concerned. It seems like we take more risks in the defensive third of our pitch than in the attacking third. It's like we will try these dodgy passes and we get away with it 99.9% of the time. In the final third, I think it's a bit too scripted. I don't think we convert our chances enough. Like, again, I don't care how we scored, it's that we score. But when you deep that game, bro, Lens basically presented us with that. You know, if you remember, Declan Rice and Saka went to press. My man was dilly-dallying in possession. He got his pocket pick, Jesus bagged. So, and I'm not going to lie to you lot, creating chances and scoring chances, it shouldn't, out of all the problems Arsenal could potentially have in their pursuit of ultimately being a better football club and trying to win trophies, I don't think scoring and creating should be a thing, whatever you say. You know, we've got Trossard out there. You know, in theory, you've got Trossard, Nelson, Smith Rowe, Fabio Vieira, Jesus, Odegaard, you know, Saka, this guy, that guy in the third. It shouldn't be an issue, really. I think Bayern will win the Champions League. It's probably too early to predict the winner. I hope Arsenal can do a little Inter Milan thing getting into the final, but you have to go to the Real Madrids, the Bayerns, them kind of clubs there. They're always going to be the favourites in the competition, really and truly. Seen the Old Trafford screw job yesterday. Onana really playing against DG. I told you, look, you're not getting out the hood with an icy free keeper. I told you, look, Onana was Banduli because he was linked with Arsenal. I did not want him. That being said, Onana needs to hold his licks. He's done some stupid stuff, but I also think he's not helped with your defense. And when the back five is one thing, including him, but the whole team, you can't score really. You don't attack well. You don't defend well. People don't follow runners. The defense is disjointed. You know, only Højlund, and he's certainly only Højlund really looks like, if I was a United fan, would be the only thing I'd be like, all right, cool. That's something to be positive about. I actually feel sorry for Marcus Rashford. Again, not in terms of criticism from the fan base, but I feel sorry for him because it feels like he's public enemy number one. As you know, when a player signs a new deal or a new contract at their club and then their form doesn't look well, he's like, oh, he doesn't care. And injury, you know, he doesn't really care about the team and all of that jazz, which I don't think is true. And I don't think is necessarily fair to Marcus Rashford. Again, we've been demonetized. I don't know why, man. It feels like YouTube are blacklisting the guy, if that makes sense, people. But we keep it moving, really. Let's remove this. Let's leave it like that. So yeah, man. Lemsick. I've had Lemsick. I've had so many painkillers. I've had ginger and that. Like I've had some. We got Mumsy. She told me to go buy something. I don't even know what this was, but yeah, it was horrible. This thing here, it was at the top. It's horrible, but we've been back in that. We're back again. The show must go on. I'm very disappointed because I would have loved to have gone live, and I probably will go live tomorrow. We'll speak about Lens and everything Arsenal related. Like, as some of you lot would have seen in the watch along yesterday, literally as soon as the stream was done, I went, brushed my teeth, went straight to bed, had a terrible sleep. 1 minute I'm shivering, the next minute I'm sweating buckets. It's feeling a bit better now, but like it's like anytime I was breathing, especially exhaling, it felt like somebody's steps, like a fat you is stepping on my rib cage. But we go again. Some people have it better, some people have it worse. I can't complain. Top 5 players in the Prem right now on form. You put me on the spot, I'd really have to sit there and speak about it, but I'd say James Maddison, Bukayo Saka, easily up there. In general, Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, my guy Bukayo Saka, a fully Mo Salah, and I would say on his day Trent, man. I ain't got that, bro. I ain't got that. I'm good. I ain't got that. Trust me, I ain't got that. It could be food poisoning, but I ate nothing bookie. And even on the topic of eating, bro, it was nice to have an appetite today as well, man. Like I was just craving KFC. I've ate that, so I feel a bit good. Appreciate the well wishes, man. Alisson, to be fair on form, Alisson, feel sorry for him, really and truly. You know, arguably deserved a bit more from the Spurs result. And if they get, if for some reason somehow Liverpool versus Spurs is replayed, Arsenal, we need a couple games replayed. I want Southampton last season replayed. I want Brentford last season replayed. I want the Champions League final of 2006 replayed and things like that. Football's crazy because I'd say the talking points around football this week, obviously, you know, if you're looking away from results, Chelsea finally winning, Arsenal, Man United losing, probably the audio that came out in relation to that very game, Spurs and Liverpool. Big up you lot for tuning in, by the way. And then it's probably like David Ornstein's come out, 2030 World Cup just looks like it's on some madness, really and truly. Like it's, where is that link, really? You know, apparently it's going to be, you know, Morocco, Spain and Portugal are to host it, but the opening 3 games are to be played in South America, which means Paraguay, Argentina and Uruguay have all automatically qualified. They've automatically qualified because they hosted one game. It's crazy. Kickoff is imminent, people. Kickoff has actually happened. Again, it's Newcastle against PSG. It should be a great game. PSG are in early doors. Colomani can't start his first touch. And I wonder how Newcastle Gordon goes down. No way he can get a foul there. Popeyes is much better than KFC. Not in England, I would say. Is the Trippier quotes about his son true? Yeah, and to be honest with you, I feel a bit sorry for Trippier, but if your son's gonna rate somebody more, it's gonna be Kylian Mbappe. To my future son, you better not say none of that nonsense if you're a footballer. Balls in the air, bit of head tennis, Longstaff. Can you imagine it? You got Longstaff, Dan Burn in the Champions League. It's crazy. Isaac wins the head though. Hakimi, who I'm sure I don't know if it was the last game or the game before, but Hakimi scored a wonderful free kick recently for PSG. So yeah, man. Hey man, I'm not a heartbreaker. I'm not a heartbreaker. I don't get girls, man. I'm quite single and lonely, man. Help me, man. Help me. I don't get girls. My YouTube is struggling. I'm ugly. Feel sorry for myself, man. Ousmane Dembele. Has he even scored for PSG yet? I don't think he has. And I still can't believe Newcastle have Tonali. Oh, Tonali and Gomares. I'm not gonna lie. I think Gomares is better than Tonali. Hakimi, speaking of players, is in possession and he's bombing down this right-hand side. Ousmane Dembele on this right-hand side has possession. I want to see Skillers. Gives it back to Hakimi, about to get clamped. Sarr taking no prisoners. Goal kick to Newcastle United. So yeah, you lot keep your comments coming and thank you for the well wishes, man. But the show must go on. The show must go on and we're live, people. We're live. We're trying to make it happen. Luis Enrique, I think only Mikel Arteta and Pep Guardiola can fight him when it comes to drip. All blacked out, smart casual wear, night crepes. Managers' attire has changed a lot, man, really and truly. And Mbappe in Newcastle is crazy. And it must be freezing. It's October now. Newcastle, boy. Playing over them sides, it separates the boys from the men. That's why I rate the foreign players that go over, like Germain. You come from sunny Brazil to Newcastle, couldn't have joined there for the weather. Dan Burns got some defending to do. He's done well against Dembele, but PSG still have possession. And Mbappe, Zaire Emery, I told you a lot about him. I told you a lot about Tell Money over there at Bayern Munich. And look at the young G's blossoming for big clubs at this moment. It's crazy. I want, is it Doué? I can't pronounce his name from Rennes, another young French one. All you got to do is just buy all these French players. In January, would you rather sign a striker or a backup right winger? Well, if you asked me 48 hours ago, I probably would have said a striker, but because of the, every time Saka anytime Saka is limping, you're scared. I would say personally a winger. If you could bring Pedro Neto, not that I think Newcastle will let him go, is what it is. Very good high press from Newcastle. Anthony Gordon's kicked the ball out for a goal kick, but he's geeing up the fans. Who's that blackie in the Newcastle fan base? You don't support them, my dear. Big up you lot, though. I actually have a friend who used to be a Newcastle fan and now he supports Spurs. LP, I'm hotting you up. Big up him because he's in China at the moment, living life. Marquinhos goes long, finds Ramos. Ramos, dodgy play from him. PSG can't keep possession. And it's cleared by Newcastle. It's all the way back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma, who I think he's a quality keeper, but I'm not going to lie, you could ask questions of him. It seems like he has a tough time within the fan base at PSG, and he also at times gets a lot of flank from the Italian fan base as well. Again, he's been on the scene for a while. Nick Pope, ref, was that in his box? I'm not sure, but yeah, to answer your question, I'd say a right winger, man. But who though? In fact, shameless plug, and I forgot to include two players. There's a guy at Copenhagen. I did a video on wingers Arsenal should sign. And it should have come out just before we went live now. So go and check that out. Let me find the link. If I don't promote myself in this world, who will? Newcastle in possession again. Great composure from Sarr. Finds Bruno Gomares, Tonali. Them two players along with Isaac. This is what you lot signed for Newcastle for, to help them do madness. So you two in particular need to stand up to be counted today. Of course, the whole team and whatnot. But yeah, shout out Anthony Gordon. Man went from Everton struggles to this. So yeah, man, smash the like button, people. There's the link if you want to go and watch. That's a little bit of halftime homework for you lot. Hakimi tries to switch play. He does switch play. Who's that in possession? Can't even. I'm not gonna lie. I can't make out who the hell that is. I think that was Kolo Muani or Garte. Look at Zaire Emery. He'll be one of the best centre mids, if not the best centre mid in the world one day. Obviously, you got Jude Bellingham and Musiala and that, but he's lit. Ball into the box by Mbappe. Finds Dembele. Big chance, and it's whistled just wide. If I'm honest, I think for someone of Dembele's quality, he could do a lot better. It's crazy seeing Mbappe pass the ball. I didn't see you pass the ball that many times to Neymar and Messi, but it should be 1-0 PSG. It's Mbappe blossoming down this right-hand side. It's great play from PSG. To be fair, Dembele's on, he's not marked. And that's, Dan Burn can play, shown at Brighton and Newcastle, he can play left back, but he's a centre back by trade, probably over covering there. And it's a big chance. But then you look at it, Dembele, forgive me if I'm wrong, has he even scored for PSG yet? I'm not sure. And that's probably why. Nick Pope. Is it fair to say, would you not kill me for saying, I think Nick Pope is one of the most underrated English players? And I definitely think he's one of the most underrated goalies. And he's just shown it with that kick. Did Dan Burn keep that on? Felt sorry for Dan Burn. Xhaka and Partey are better line breaker passes than Rice and Havertz, and our attack is suffering. To be fair with you, I think Rice was doing well in that regard yesterday, but I think you need Partey. I'm all for Mikel Arteta. You know what? If you want to, I don't agree with it necessarily, but if you want to do Kai Havertz and Declan Rice and Odegaard as a midfield trio, that's great. But right now, as soon as Partey's fit, he needs to go back into it really and truly, if I'm honest. Or even put Odegaard in the Havertz's role and put someone else in the 10 really, because it's looking meaty right now, if I'm honest. I think we've improved a lot off the ball, but I think it's come of a cost on the ball, and we ain't got time to carry passengers. But we're gonna have to live or die by that. Big up yourself, Manny. Pope is having a comeback, mate. Underrated 5 clean sheets. Big up to him for that. I just think you're not messed like that. I think Pickford's better than you, and I don't rate Pickford. Bruno Gomes. Oh, I see the angle, but he just can't get there. Tonali mops up. What can Tonali do? He's up against Hakimi. Tonali finds Gordon. Gordon, you've got to protect that. Ref, I think that is a free kick. It's a soft one, but it is a free kick. St. James's Park under the lights. I'm liking it. Ramos still can't get a game manager out by December. To be fair, he's there, unless you're talking about Sergio Ramos, and he's not over at PSG anymore. Isn't he gone back to Sevilla? James Bond, what a name. Appreciate your super chat. DG, been watching your content 2 years and I've always been respectful. That mod night bot blocked me because we had a falling out on the Chelsea channel, but it's all good. Big up, DG. Big up yourself. I actually unblocked everyone that's been blocked on my channel. That's probably why you can comment. I've unblocked them all. Engagement and that, but big up yourself first and foremost for your support, your kind words, and also your super chat. Newcastle could be in here. Donnarumma gets there. Isaac could have got a Champions League goal. It's a good start. Smith Rowe is better than Kai, bro. The way it's looking, bro, Smith Rowe looks rusty, but you might as well try that really. Or Odegaard in Havertz's role, Fabio Vieira in the 10. Something's got to give. Or even at this point, I know it's a bit fee-free, but you might as well put Jesus in there if you want to play the Nketiah. DG squashing beef. Engagement, man. Like, my channel don't get the engagement it deserves, and for what you lot deserve, man. I don't know how, but it seems that I personally feel our channel is blacklisted, people, because every watch along we do without fail, 30 seconds into it, gets demonetized. Doesn't give you lot notifications when videos going out. And we should be doing what some people are doing with their watch alongs, but we'll figure it out, people. Is that I can't lie, it's a good tempo to this game, people, for the neutrals. Lucas Hernandez gone all the way home to Donnarumma. He's got Skriniar and Marquinhos. He elects to play it to the former Inter Milan man. Skriniar, as he sold Agate short. Agate's done well. Marquinhos just about gets it to Hakimi. Hakimi gives it back to his captain and fellow defensive man. I think Newcastle are up for this, if I'm honest. I don't know if we did predictions, but I'm still going to stick with my 1-0 Newcastle. My brain is telling me 3-1 PSG. That's an amazing run, but it's come to nothing. Mbappe won't get there. Lascelles. Oh, swear down, Lascelles is back getting football for Newcastle. Seemed like an alienated figure. I'm not going to lie, Newcastle. I don't want to be snooty, but, the Dan Burns, the Longstaffs, them two have done well this season. And obviously, Lascelles, the more Newcastle keep up this upward trajectory, these kind of guys need to be phased out. Havertz so far has been a flop, and we have regressed this season. We need to try Smith Rowe and Trossard on the wings versus City. If Partey's, Saka's not fit, might as well just go Nelson. Trossard, I hope Martinelli's fit. I know some people are saying Havertz has a false 9. I'll back it if Arteta does it, but come on, man. I'm not a fan of these things. Havertz needs to discover himself, man. If I'm honest, he needs to sort out himself first and foremost. Lock down one position. When you start showing some confidence, then we'll play you all about the place. Marquinhos can't find Dembele. Dan Burn wins the header. It's gone out for a throw. Bring up yourself, James Bond, once again. Don't forget to smash the like button if you haven't done such already, folks. It's due to be a decent game. Oh, my God. Allow me, I'm ill. Why is Jesus still the number 9? Let me fix that up right now. Good looking out. Man. Who would be there for you? Who are we missing out? Ramos, that's it. Speaking of the game, Gordon, Tonali on this left-hand side. tries to play it in behind for Dan, but raw boy, he's living the movie. Dan Burn making forward runs, but don't let no one tell you can't achieve nothing in life. Someone like Frank Lampard, a crap manager, is still apparently he's in talks with Rangers. How can you have Everton, Chelsea, Derby, and Rangers on your CV and you ain't done nothing? It just shows what the old boy network can do. But yeah, good looking out. Let's change that immediately. 10 minutes in. It's a good tempo to the game. Dembele's dragged an effort wide. Probably the best effort of the game. I think both teams have turned up for this, if I'm honest with you. And it looks a decent watch. Mudryk going to kick on from here, DG, or we go missing until 2024. I like Mudryk. I think he will kick on, but I think it's a point with Mudryk now. He needs to find that balance in his head, if I'm honest with you. Like, one good game don't make you, one bad game don't make you. At Chelsea Football Club, the expectations are ridiculous. And I think for all footballers, you're never going to be everyone's cup of tea. You're always going to get scapegoated. And I think the manager, I think Pochettino, I think his teammates will give him all the confidence in the world. But I think he's got to find that off his own back now, if that makes sense. Bruno Guimaraes, what can he do here? Does well. Edu, you're my guy, but I don't understand why this Don is over there. We should have signed Guimaraes. And speak of the devil, we tried to put a ball in behind. Isak will give chase. Skriniar, oh, that's poor from Skriniar. Isak could be, ref. Really? Is it offside or is that a foul given against Isak for Skriniar? I think that's soft. Look at the size of Skriniar and Isak. How big Skriniar is compared to Isak. That's soft. If there's a little bit of a push, that is soft. Isak should be vexed at the ref. Hakimi skips past Gordon, showing again why fullbacks are the most important in world football. Ugarte does quite well. Didn't Chelsea try by him? Ugarte's found Dembele. So far, Newcastle are doing a great job of forcing Dembele to drop backwards. And to be fair, Dan Burn was sly fouled off the ball, and PSG could be cooking something here. Kylian Mbappe, the poster boy of this game, skips past one, skips past two. I can't believe I've never seen Dembele pass the ball this many times. He's found Hakimi. You probably should take Hakimi to Madrid with you, Mbappe, when you do go. Kylian Mbappe on this right-hand side goes to Hakimi. Hakimi, that was some bookie skill, but PSG keep possession. Zaire Emery, what a player, bro. You're not 17. Oh, wow. Koulibaly, terrible player. He's slimy, man. Isak, Gordon. I must admit, I'm starting to rate Gordon a bit. I used to think he was rubbish. Tonali has found Isak. Isak against Hakimi. What can Isak do here? Isak gets past Hakimi. Is he going to go for the shot? He does. It's straight into Marquinhos, however. Positive start for both teams. And with the greatest of respect to Newcastle, obviously, you're going to more focus on Newcastle because you would say they're probably not the bookies' favourite. But you never know. It's a tough ground to step to at the best of days, let alone a glorious night like this. Newcastle, I'm happy for their fans because for years, they were under Mike Ashley and all them guys. They were so short. Now there's no guarantees in football, but there needs to be some belief. I think the only people who cry about their owners for no reason are them fans that bring out the Norwich scarves every time there's not been a result in their favour. And they're not necessarily Norwich. They're in another neck of the woods. I had to, a bit of fishing there. Longstaff, he's actually been in good form. And there he is in possession again. Didn't he come through their academy? Who has he found? Almiron. I'm not happy with you because you was an FPL legend and you're not doing the business. Move has broken down for Newcastle. Hakimi, I don't know why he found a Newcastle man, but he has. And Almiron's shot's gone over. He probably should have passed it, but it's Champions League. I don't mind having shots. Mbappe really wants to burn. I hear it. Boy, what was Hakimi doing there? Blind pass. And to be fair, if you're Almiron, you've got to work the keeper. You've got to hit the target. John Ant, thank you. That's the only reason I said that. Playing for a big club, the expectations is higher, but it's a mental game as well as it is. It really is. If you play for the historical top six, you're never going to please everyone. Oh, great strength by Kamara. What a player Bruno Guimaraes is, man. I think you're going Real Madrid one day. Almiron probably should have released the ball 20 minutes quicker. And he's actually, has he won a free kick for his run there? I think he needed to release it a lot sooner. Big up Joseph. No Saka, no party. It's cool. But hey, do you remember when you lot used to compare certain man to Saka? Certain man were compared to Saka, they're at Getafe. Certain man were compared to Saka, they're at Nottingham Forest. Certain man had the audacity in England training to ask Saka how many goals he scored. And I don't know where that you is. Probably watching my watch along now, joking. Don't compare Saka to these peasants, bro. Saka's age mates are Vinicius and Leao and these guys that are clearly better than him. I don't know about Leao, but yeah, top 5 winger in the world, mate, on the right hand side. An injured Saka's probably better than, is it Josh Denzel? Oh, sorry, Jadon Sancho. I promise you, Jadon Sancho is going to be with Young Philly and Chunks and all them on Foot Asylum content soon. JD and that. I like Jadon Sancho, but you see your fans, you see United fans, you don't deserve nothing good. We go again, people. Big up yourselves, people, for tuning in. It's all banter. It's all banter. Trippier to take the free kick. I can't lie. Even if you're PSG, you don't want to see this. Trippier goes for goal. It's meaty from him, really. This is why your son prefers killing Mbappe, really. And it's into the hands of Donnarumma. 15 minutes into this clash, people. Early doors. It's still anybody's guess who actually wins this. Marquinhos. What can he do? Finds Hakimi. Boy. The minute Jadon Sancho leaves United, I'll support the thing. But yeah, big up Ray. He said, DG, based on performances Kai has put in, I don't see it getting good enough anytime soon. I think we could have another Pepe situation. It's a bit different from... Oh! Well, what do I know? Oh, Mourinho is bad. As I said, I'm going 1-0 Newcastle. I blink and you miss it. Newcastle taking the lead. Boy, Paris Saint-Germain. Boy, there's a lot of football to be played. But the Geordies have taken the lead. Al Mourinho and Jack Grealish, are you watching? Jack Grealish is probably the reason this guy's career is taken off. 60 minutes in, no emotion from Eddie Howe. Hell of emotion from the Newcastle fans. Al Mourinho singing in the rain. Big up the Geordies, them. They have taken the lead. DG, our club is finished. We're going to get done up on Sunday. We're going to have to keep going. Marquinhos moving, mad match fixing. What was he doing? It's poor from him. It's poor. Marquinhos has tried to play some complicated pass. He's hit it into the head of Gamares. Isaac has taken a shot first time. Donnarumma's parried it. Al Mourinho, that's a good finish to shift it onto his left foot or shift his left foot to take the shot. It's a very good finish. Horrible by PSG. But from a Newcastle perspective, that's what you've got to do in the Champions League. Take your chances. Horrible goal to concede. Very good finish by Al Mourinho. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. What phase is Newcastle in? Project 1, isn't it? Surely. How's that Kimpembe done? Where's that Kimpembe done, DG? Honestly, I don't know. Is he still at PSG or he shouldn't be there? Poor from Marquinhos. And Marquinhos should have heeded the warning. If you don't remember, just before that, Hakimi played a blind pass. It just shows away games in the Champions League are a different beast. Arsenal saw that yesterday with Lens. Dembele wins the flick on. Boy, it's been a good start. Anthony Gordon. I'm rating him a lot more. Skips past one. Does well. Finds Longstaff. Finds Gamares, Tonali, Isaac. If they could up the levels a tiny bit, Newcastle are living. PSG arrogance, killing themselves. Look, big up Alan Shearer in the cup. I wouldn't say it's arrogance. I just say it's stupidity, really. But no, I guess it does. I guess it does become arrogance. Al Mourinho, you know. Boy, they're living. Foul to PSG. It's anybody's guess. What I would say is and I'm sure Eddie Howe is saying it, you can't afford to rule out Paris Saint-Germain. When you've got Kylian Mbappe, Dembele, and all the quality behind them, you can't just assume the game's done for Newcastle. They need to keep doing what they're doing. And again, it's cheaply given away to Newcastle. Newcastle could score again in this first half, you know. If you're Newcastle, you just want to keep doing what you're doing. But if you can get a second, get a second. Young Zaire, Warren Zaire Emery, galloping forward for PSG. He's found Dembele to this right-hand side. Osman Dembele running into traffic. Poor from him, really. Should go out for a throw-in. It does go out for a throw-in. He's taking it quickly and found Hakimi. Hakimi back to Dembele. Dembele to Hakimi. It's poor, really and truly, if I'm honest with you. Quite poor. You can't be parking the bus already. You can't. Long gone in the days of football where you can just sit back and be resolute. You can obviously be switched on defensively, play a low block and all of that jazz, but nah. Newcastle need to just keep doing what they're doing. The minute you do a low block, you're inviting pressure. Hey, Colomani's crap, man. He's crap. He's rubbish, man. I can't lie to you. He's rubbish. Every time he's got the ball, he's lost it. He's rubbish. Too early to waste time, but you got to start doing that. If Newcastle win tonight and win one game against Dortmund, I think they'll go through. To be fair, Newcastle, boy, group of death for who? Because everyone looked at it, especially Arsenal and United fans, maybe even City, but City always get an easy group and thought, boy, you know, kind of happy you're not them, man. Trippier punches it. Almiron, silly flick there. Big up, let's activate in the cut. Next week, we'll be more consistent with the Football Manager streams on Twitch, people. And I'm trying to work out a way to get it streamed on YouTube as well, because Twitch, they're not really respecting us. Nonetheless, you are reading correctly. It is 1-0 to PSG. Well, 1-0 to Newcastle against PSG. Almiron with the goal after nonsense play from them. Kylian Mbappe switches play to Dembele. Dan Burn surely should get there. Great defending by Dan Burn. And look at him gassing up the fans. And it's great for him because isn't he a boyhood Geordie? Big fan of that child having noise cancelling things on. That just tells you the volumes of Newcastle coming like carnival. And this just show away game scary, man, in the Premier League, in the Champions League, apologies. PSG pulling up with 2 at the back. Well, I would say the only thing Newcastle should be wary of is PSG have the quality to just do their thing very quickly. Dembele, Hakimi, where's the options? You see us fullbacks, we do all this work and no one's there. Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe, Colomani, you're not going to do nothing. You're not 30. You see, you're not 30. You're not. Well, this guy is meaty, man. Where'd they find him? Whose son is that? He's rubbish. If this was Sunday League. And I'm shameless. The minute he scores, start supporting him. I just think Colomani sums up what the striker market is, man. Like, you just have to buy these bookie dons. How are you butchering the man's name, Almiron? Listen, allow me. His name is Almiron. Pick him up. He knows who he is. Man, look, you got people calling him Dan Bird. Allow us, man. Pronunciation police, allow us. We mean no disrespect. Skriniar. I swear PSG been sleeping in the French league. Sloppy passes all over the gaff. You're right. Aye, the young G. Bang it. Forget everyone. Oh! Yeah, boy, he scored. Look at my boy. He's like, yeah, bro. I was watching you playing for under-19s in France and you're playing Champions League. Look at him, man. This guy's the future of French football. It's a meaty shot, but he's sick. He's sick. DG, pick one. Bruno or Isaac. For Arsenal, Gemares. We'll give you Havertz. Isaac's lit. A rock in St. James is a different atmosphere. Defo recommend going at least once in your life. Depends what seats you get. Because if you're in, it's great when you're in these ones. If you're in the bleachers, you're in the nosebleed seats, it's brazy. You're literally in the clouds. Any further, you could probably knock on God's door. Oh, Skriniar's moving mad. He made up for that. Dan Burn, Tonali. Newcastle just want it a bit more. Ref, come on, we're playing football. Ref, come on, we're playing football. Any little foul, it's a big game. Let the game flow. The mispronounced name sounds better. I'll take your word for it, man. Oh, man. If I want to be a commentator, I have to improve. PSG behaved themselves back 4 now. Pray. All I'm saying, it takes a second to get back in the game. Hakimi. Emre, barged off the ball, kept it on, but they've lost play. Bro, this guy's the future. I mean, it's like, I'm not going to lie, it's like PSG are playing with 9 players. Ramos, Koulibaly, anonymous, but being a striker must be the best thing in the world because you can be anonymous for 89 minutes. If you score in the 90th, no one cares. Compare that to a goalie. You can make saves for 89 minutes. You let one in, nobody cares anymore. Almiron, if the pass is still made it to Isaac. Longstaff. I can't lie, DG put me on Zaire Emre Baller. Appreciate that. I just happen to watch youth content. You football better yet. I'd like to see the stars of tomorrow. Marquinhos. That's poor from Donnarumma, if I'm honest with you. And as a defender, I've been there before. You want your keeper to take responsibility. Unnecessary corner given away. And that's poor from PSG, bro. 2 players going for the same header. And then you've got the Marquinhos thing. DG, what's for dinner? After this live stream, chicken and rice, fella. Chicken and rice. Big up you lot for tuning in. "24 minutes in, 1-0 to Newcastle. Can they make it a second? Got to find the likes of Dan Burn and Sarr, the tall men in the box. But the delivery has to be perfect. Who's taking this? Is it Trippier? The delivery has to be perfect. And if I was Newcastle, what I would say, oh, that's a good one. Sarr. Oh, how? That is a very good set piece. It's whipped across the floor. Straight to Sarr. He hits the target. It's 2-0. That is a very good set piece. And maybe I'm being harsh on the centre half. But he's got to do a tiny bit better there. Of course, if you can't cook, you're a madman. Man or woman, if you can't cook for yourself, you're a madman. Some of you are in relationships with gal and you are having domestics and you have to behave yourself because you're not eating. Some of you could only make a cheese toasty. That's crazy. Same chicken rice and oxtail. Oh, you don't need to stunt on us. Oxtail will be lit. I'm not gonna lie though, I do love oxtail, but I've been eating it with a bit of a, what do you call it? Like my face is angry because obviously that's what they use. That's the pieces of meat paws they used to give the slaves. Dembele trying to bread Mbappe and give it straight back to him. Emery, Zaire Emery, baller. You can see why Pep Guardiola wants him at City. Ramos, Meaty, you won't do it. You won't. Meaty Dons, man. You bringing some crap guys to the carpet. Man say carpet. This ain't even the carpet. Meaty, man tried to leng it with his left. Is it a corner? It is, to be fair. I'm being very harsh. Healthy options, Brixton. I keep hearing about that place. You know the South London eats toast daily. To be fair, I'd say in London, South London, to be fair, got the best yard shops. Swear down, Kylian Mbappe can't turn up at Newcastle away. I see Jorginho do it. I'm ready to agenda. We're leaving with something today. Put a ball into the box, it's hit the post. Well, no, it's gone over, really, if we hit the post first time round. Pot noodle, horrible, man. Would love to see us sign a proper attacking fullback like Hakimi or Davies. They cost you ching, though. Exactly, you need to learn how to cook. Did you see Damian Lillard go to the box? Yeah, bro. Basketball. Where's Chicago Bulls? Are we going to the playoffs yet? Chicago Bulls. We're going to the playoffs yet? NBA table. I don't even know if it's still going on like that. But nobody's a fan of that. We're going to the playoff. NBA table. Oh, it's not even the season's not even here. All right, cool. This is the team Mbappe assembled. And then he's cutting out. Phil Foden has scored against Leipzig for City. They're winning a 0-0. Much like Phil Foden, never backs the beef in serious games. Doesn't even back his mum. He didn't deserve that. I'm sorry, Phil Foden. He didn't deserve that. I'll just never forgive you. You called Arsenal a dead team. Colomani's won a foul. Nice to see he's playing. I mean, the Bulls ain't on that, and we know this. I swear, people can't use a washing machine. That's crazy. Egg and cress. It was. What the hell is that? You're moving back. Well, no matter what you say, you know, South London got Reece Nelson, Eddie Nketiah, and them kind of man at Arsenal. There's got to be a reason we lost yesterday. Saka's from North. I believe so. Now I'm capping. Skriniar. It's been a good game. Made better with you lot. Skriniar. Can you do? Uzi found Hernandez. Boy, this is the beautiful thing about football. It's not one on paper. Mbappe. Emre's on this. Ramos, that's a poor pass from Emre. Ramos, you got to dive there, you know. You got to get a touch there and dive. It's a pen. You got to go down. Committed defending from Sarr, and I think he's taking a knock for that. I don't know if he's holding his leg, his face, his neck. I don't know what happened. But that's good defending from Sarr. Very good defending. I think he's taking an inverted elbow to the face. As tough as he looks. Got a face only a mother could love. Big up American Gunner in the cup. I'll never forgive Foden. And the thing is, Foden's such a lit player. I'm not... Phil Foden, for me, in terms of that, is a golden boy of English football. But he's the only one not expected to do anything. You know, what was it? It weren't the World Cup, but it was the Euros. He changed his hair to blonde. He was meant to be the poster boy. Then it ended up being Grealish. Never backs the beef. But sure, you know, when City, he probably scored against Arsenal, probably scored a fourth when City have probably scored 3 against us. He never backs the beef. Only one with all the potential in the world, not expected to do mad potential stuff. And I like Phil Foden. It's not an agenda thing. Well, it is, because you said Arsenal was a dead team. But yeah, I do think England should be built around guys like him, of course. Emre, Hernandez. Not seeing much from the left back at PSG. Look at, see, as I said, that Meady lost the ball. Hey, PSG, if you need a left back, shout me, man. Got a screamer to my name. I ain't got the fitness, but I'm a good lad. Be good in the change room. Dan Burn is not making people. He's lost the ball. Boy, Hakimi. Bombing forward. Hakimi's got no options. Osman Dembele. Boy, Dembele, poor pass from him. Bruno Gomares, what a player. Finds Isak. You've got to win a foul. You've got to hold it. Poor from Isak, but Newcastle still have possession. It's a scrappy game in stages. Are you confident for this weekend? John, what is confidence? I don't understand the question. You know, again, it could be answered very simply, but I don't know what confidence is. Am I confident in a result? Am I confident in how we return? Am I confident in how we turn up? Or am I confident in life? I don't know. You know, what I do hope is that we've trained well, we work very hard, and we see where that takes us. You know, how do you even get confidence? Confidence comes from doing the same things and becoming, you know, and doing things to, like repetition and doing things to the point where obviously you start to gain confidence from that. So it all depends. I don't understand the question. Can you ever be confident against Manchester City? I bet you're all looking confused in it. That was the whole thing. Joe Linton would have been interesting against Agate. Probably would, because he's a brute. And I think that's the best single bit of management I've ever seen from Eddie Howe, making him a centre mid. Because obviously I ain't done it recently, and I'll get one out before the end of the week. But I normally do the videos about loan reports, how the Arsenal players are getting on. A few years ago, obviously Reece Nelson was in Germany. He was playing with Joe Linton. I thought Joe Linton was just a security guard, really, and I couldn't believe Newcastle bought him for 40 odd million. And Eddie Howe's made him half decent. DG doing a Wenger. I learned from the school of Wenger. I'm 28. You know, I've only ever known for a period of my life, Arsene Wenger as Arsenal manager. Great defense with Ramos is right. PSG, get these youths off, man. Ramos, Colomani, these men are rubbish. Man said FM done honed man's answering skills. You got to, man. Arteta shout me. I can handle the press conference. Joe Linton looks like a security guard, man. I swear down, I seen him working at Box Park. I swear to you. Hakimi. Dembele. Newcastle doing a great job. You know, Dan Burns living comfortably with Dembele. You know, yeah, he's going to get in behind and stuff. I don't understand the answer. Answer more. In life, do we really understand anything? Am I confident in Arsenal's abilities to turn up and give a good account of themselves and try their very best against City? Yes. Am I confident in the fans making it a great atmosphere? Yes. Am I confident in victory? I don't know what victory means. Victory could mean 3 points. Victory could mean just simply being better than you was yesterday, being that much, a little percentage closer to your goals, dreams, hopes, and ambitions than yesterday. So, John, I don't understand, man. If we train well and we work hard, we give ourselves a chance, is what I will say. Boy, probably happy if you're a Newcastle fan, if you're obvious. Me, when I was little, I thought Arsenal was named after Arsene Wenger. I think we all would. There it is. Good to see you well today. I'm somewhat DG Foden or Musiala at Arsenal. Musiala, without a doubt. Bad boy footballer. So is Foden, but Musiala is different. I think Musiala is one of them guys that, bit like Foden, God said you're just going to be a footballer. I think some people tried to be footballers. I think some people are just born to be footballers. Oh, whoa, what happened there? Who's that? Is that? His head is box. What happened? Who is that? Whoa. Things have escalated quickly. It's like WWE. It's like he's got a gash. There's blood. What happened there? Is that? It would be the IC3 to get collapsed, did it? What happened there? He's got a lip fade as well. Boy, I hope that's just a cut and it's not a deep wound and that. Boy. Nah, but on a serious note, John, man, banter aside, can you ever be confident against Man City? Gonna get our asses handed to us probably, but I hope to be wrong. I've made peace with the fact City have our number in it. Like, it is what it is. Just have to go again. Trossard doesn't get played right wing when he's got both feet. We could do with him there. I know Trossard was injured, but I think he's one of Arsenal's most overrated attackers. I think he's lit. And disclaimer, just because I think Isaac's still down, just because I think you're overrated doesn't mean I don't think you're a good player. I think Arsenal fans put him on a level that he's not. And yesterday he was. Do you know what? Everyone was terrible. It's not really just off yesterday. It was terrible, and I've got a lot of time for Trossard because he's obviously a good footballer, and obviously he's just coming back from injury. But injury or not, I couldn't believe what I was seeing from Trossard yesterday. First touch coming like mine. Horrible from Trossard. Everyone was horrible yesterday. If your name's not Declan Rice, Saka, or Jesus, and to a degree Gabriel and Saliba, I'm onto you because everyone was rubbish. Nelson come off the pitch. Meaty, South London Dons come on the pitch. Meaty, Smith Rowe, try the thing. It was meaty from everybody. The gaffer as well. Meaty stuff. John, you got to do that. DG, would you swap Rice for Bellingham? Nah. Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that. He's the only one I can't like. You got to give the Wenger answers, man. What's this? Unbelievable how much in love this bloke is with his Own little sayings, right? Bit arse flip. Bit arse flip. A face made for radio. Boy. Bit harsh. What did I do to deserve that, mate? But you're right. I do have a face for radio, though. When the fresh haircut lands, boy, I might steal your baby mama, man. God damn. God damn. I can't like Isaac is still on the floor, people. It's looking peak. He looks like he'd be all right. You all right? People get clamped every day, B. He's looking like Terry Butcher and Tony Adams and them, man. He's got the bandage over his head. It's peak. That will hurt tomorrow, man. But adrenaline get you through that. Big up yourself, Calvin. Of all names, why Deluded Gooner? I know you've been asked before, but you're literally our least deluded fan. I always think, should I change that? But we're too far to turn back. Really, I just remember playing Xbox Live in school, as I've said, like many years ago, and somebody just said it online. And yeah, I just made a YouTube account with that, and we're here today. And like, literally, there's no fancy reason behind it. Not a real game without a little red. Who scored for Newcastle? Almignon. He's talking about the CBS commentators. Oh, I was about to say, why flip onto me? My bad, bro. Sunderland. But to be fair, Newcastle are living Sunderland fans. Anthony Gordon up against Marquinhos. What can he do here? Drops the shoulder, cuts inside. That's too easy. Has he got his options? Poor from Gordon, really, but not that he had much. Colomani, bro, you're rubbish, man. Rubbish. And he's giving the foul. Get your receipts. Get your receipts. The way PSG are moving, you might as well buy Kai Havertz from us. Since you want bare meaty players, you might as well sign Kai Havertz. This is meaty. Colomani, Ramos. Ramos is a bit anonymous. Colomani, he's rubbish, man. Oh, my bad, Flip. My bad. It's difficult. My bad. Look at the number 14 some man have got in their team up front. Must be nice. Must be nice, eh? Must be nice. CBS got better commentators than, well, I'm jealous of you lot, because if you're in America, that's what you lot got. We got these guys on TNT and that. I do think Micah Richards is moving mad. Like, what did he say? Something about I'm big meeks, I got big cheeks, paws. That's crazy. I do think Micah Richards is a bit suspect, though. I can't lie to you lot. Big up to everyone, all inclusive and that. Bro, that's what he said. Ain't you seen his freestyle tick? He's moving mad. Micah Richards reminds me of Terry Crews in certain acting roles, man. He's crazy. Like Dancing Gorilla and that. Nick Pope, Nick Pope is showing his ball playing ability as a goalie. PSG are moving mad. Newcastle could be in here. Where's the support for Almignon? Oh, ref, that's surely a free kick. And that surely has to be a yellow card for Hernandez. Has to be. You know, if I'm agreeing with the refs, there's something and the refs done that. He clearly is, man. Big up Michael Richards, because, you know, if you want to bring me into that industry, not to say all of that, or you want to get interviewed on my channel, why not? Michael Richards moving brazy, man. But shout out to that. He's one of them, man. Come on, you know he's one of them, man. You know he's one of them, man. But big him up, because he always defends Arsenal. PSG in trouble. Have you ever been invited on the football terrace? Yeah, big up Terry, man. I've been on there once. That was probably maybe 2 months ago, I want to say. That might not be accurate there. Almignon, the goal scorer. Almignon, right? How do you actually say his name? Almignon has been fouled, in it? And it's a free kick in a dangerous area. I wonder if Trippier fancies this. I can't lie. If you're a goalie, Trippier might not be the most frightening of players, but in terms of taking free kicks, it's a frightening sight. Pardon me, will he go for goal? I personally think he should. You know. If he does that perfectly into that near post, it's 2-0. Trippier, he's gone for a delivery. Lascelles, is that a pen? There's appeals for a pen. Everybody stop play, still alive. Bruno Gomares, that's snaky from him. It's still alive. This is horrible defending. Damn, Burn! Oh, that's a fantastic save. I think the goal's gone in. Wait, what's going on? I think it's 2-0 Newcastle. I don't know if it's a pen, offside, the goal counts. I don't know what's going on. Is it a pen shout? Horrible defending from Paris Saint-Germain. Newcastle are going to wrap this game up. What the hell happened there? Lascelles kept it alive. That's a sheg if they say handball. That's a sheg. I'm all for it. I love controversy. As I say, when Arsenal not playing, I want drama. I want controversy. I want dangerous moments. I think Dan Burn scored, you know. but there's appeals for an offside. I don't know how you get the offside flag. That surely is a goal. Surely 2-0 Newcastle. It has to be. I'm that confident. I'm changing the scores. 2-0 Newcastle. Easy, man. That was a thunder header and a great moment for Dan Burn. The sad thing is, for a boyhood Geordie like Dan Burn, he didn't really get to celebrate that, even when the goal's given. Won't really get to. Maybe the Qatar money's come true. That's surely a goal. The longer it goes on, surely. Who is offside? He's not offside. I can't lie. He's not offside. I don't really care, but nah. And the whole goal, that's a powerful header as well. Donnarumma, no chance. That's defo a finish. Bro, how can you rule that out? That's defo a finish. Why is it taking so long? He's not offside. Not even his boot. Marquinhos is playing everybody on. Surely. Ref, you're acting, man. This has been a good game without drama. Would you name your sons after an Arsenal player? Nah, G. Nah, G. Nah, G. Maybe Thierry. Ref, surely the goal's got to stand. I don't know what's going on now, people. I really don't know what's going on. The goal has to stand. There's nothing like if I'm Newcastle, you got to rush the linesman. If he's angry, you got to rush him. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You got to rush him. They're acting. They're acting. They're acting. There's no foul. It's definitely not offside, in my opinion, based on the images. It's meaty. Like, even the linesman, he's trigger happy. He's put up his flag immediately for no reason. Yeah, you're not at Barcelona anymore, Enrique. You actually got to do the manager thing today, mate. Boy. Again, everybody's standing clueless. Smash the like button if you haven't, people. We're all baffled. Don't know what's going on. The longer it goes on, the more the second goal surely given. And it's given. Finally, there you have it. I don't lie to you lot. Dan Burn. Do you know what? As a boyhood Geordie, that's lit. You're done out here, PSG. You're done. You're done. They deserve that. I don't know why we needed all of that. Anyways, you could see it was an offside. And if they tried to say the whole ball wasn't over the line, like, have you seen the size of Dan Burn's head? Like, when he connects with a football, it's definitely getting in. Bullet of a header. Swear down, Mbappe getting packed here. Saka could never. Boy. So we can't beat Lens, and Newcastle could be moving to PSG like this. It shows all away games are struggling. Away teams are struggling. And to be fair, I wouldn't even have thought that was a handball for PSG in the build-up. That would have been a zang. It's headed straight from Lascelles into the hand of someone. But fortunately for Newcastle, it's done well. Horrible defending from PSG. Second time now. Great play from Newcastle. I mean, Gomares is lucky, really, because he shouldn't have went for goal from there. But I said, the shot was poor. The delivery was amazing. Big up Newcastle. They just simply want it a lot more. I mean, they do have the quality. PSG do have the quality to score goals, but nah. Can't believe we just went through all of that. Newcastle 2, PSG none. If you don't turn up, you get packed. Tell them again. Do you think Arsenal can have this same performance versus PSG? If they believe, why not? But boy, and as you can see, I can't lie. Anthony Gordon's a passion merchant, innit? Every occasion, he's just going to the fans doing this. Reminds me of me Sunday League to our 10 supporters for Wrongans on the sidelines. Crazy. Eddie Howe, boy. 4 points from 2 games. Newcastle doing the best. Clean goal. The Geordies are cooking. I definitely doubted Newcastle had a chance in this group. You can't doubt or sleep on anyone. VAR needs to be clear after this past weekend. It's never going to be, man. Again, that same incident that we just saw, rightly so, it was the correct decision. There'll be a game where that exact thing just happened for Newcastle getting the second goal, but different outcome. They want drama, and Newcastle are going to get a third. I can't lie, PSG are done. You're lucky Trippier can't keep that in. PSG are done. Bunch of pretenders. You can buy players. You can buy a team, but you can't buy a class. You lot don't want it. Bunch of overpaid prima donnas. Enrique's vexed. No point being vexed, blood. You're part of this F3 as well. Mbappe, you're not on nothing. Wait, pretender. I'm on to you since you got Neymar and Messi rubbed out. Still one of my favorite players. And the only one that can defeat Newcastle right now is themselves. They just need to keep doing what they're doing, manage the game well. Be interesting just to make it a bit more lively. If PSG could get 1, it's now 2-1. It's lively for us neutrals. Wish Arsenal played like this. Arteta out, bit harsh, and that PSG getting their change snatch. We didn't even say they're getting their change snatch. They're just voluntarily giving it up. PSG just remind me of that guy that's not on nothing, but it will call his older brother. They're not on nothing. Mods, please make sure we're dealing with the spammers. They're trying to ruin our live chat. Big up you lot, people. It's always amazing with you lot. Shout the members. Could have never been offside. That's the 7 minutes of added on time in this first half. That is to be fair, the linesman, that's the best bit of defending I've seen from PSG all day. Defo better than Lucas Hernandez. To be fair, the only one from PSG I'm not really onto is young Emre. He's doing all right. Of course, I'm biased, but he looks like he's up for this. Everyone else, me, even Skriniar, you look rubbish today. Hakimi, you started off well. Now you're crumbling. Marquinhos, you've been moving mad. Cool, Dembele's left-footed in that, but it's Meaty. Mbappe's not on nothing. Ramos and Colomani are rubbish as well. It's like PSG are playing with 9 men, and the 9 men are not even all turning up. Dembele, Hakimi, no one in the box. Ramos, that's surely a free kick, ref. They have got a free kick. Longstaff, you did foul him, lad. Has to be 7 minutes, man. There was, Isaac was down for a bit. Obviously, you had that as well. It was always going to be that. Emre getting fired in the season. These are all his players he asked for. But there's got to be something rotten internally with PSG because you've had Thomas Tuchel who left and then won the Champions League. You've got Unai Emery. Fair enough, Pochettino ain't with these, man, but you've had Poch. You've tried Gautier, so you've tried the lesser knowns, you've tried established ones. Why ain't it worked out? Obviously, you never know how life could pan out because, fair enough, PSG could not get 3 points here, but they could still, in theory, do stuff. But, there's something wrong with the soul of PSG right now as a football club, and you're probably going to lose Kylian next season. Dembele, oh, look at me, I can take shots with my right and left foot. Bro, we don't care about this. 6 minutes left of this at first half. Do you think Mbappe was jealous of Messi and Neymar? I do to a degree, if I'm honest. Pope wins it. Mbappe is going to be in for a rude awakening. I don't know him, but for the way it's portrayed, you come across as a bit of a see you next Tuesday. And how you behave at PSG, you can't do that at Real Madrid. Let alone the team will regulate you, but the fans chase Bale down the street and chase this car. A man that helped them win Champions League. You could not do some of the things you carry on with. Newcastle fans are a different breed. It looks cold as hell. And even the young boy's got his t-shirt fully off. These men are real cold-blooded. Different dons. PSG just look like they have no ideas. They don't really look like they got a game plan. Just looks like a bunch of good players. Newcastle, also a bunch of good players. But they got a game plan. There's desire, there's heart, there's integrity. They're working for each other. But hey, Marquinhos, the problem, can't defend, popular to drop. Not a big player. No, maybe because they're not good. You can boss your league and just be regular in Europe no matter how much money you have. These PSG players are soft. This is Luis Enrique's fault. CBS guy in the last 3 minutes. Like Maria Khaled. I can't say that. Boy, he's moving mad. Imagine I told you Newcastle will pack PSG in 40 minutes and be first in the table. Bro, shows what could happen. And to be fair, at the start of the stream, I said I fancy Newcastle today. I should have put a bet on. I said 1-0 Newcastle. It's now 2. I should have done my thing. Imagine if PSG come back from behind, though. Which I can't see happening. Free kick to Newcastle. Can they get a third? It's to the back post. Lascelles, head that back across. No, remember, you're not Rio Ferdinand. Play your position. Should have put that back across first time. I swear I ain't seen Lascelles play for Newcastle for donkey's years. And he's bossing it today. Boy, big up Eddie Howe, man. Dembele is a meaty good player. Flatters to deceive a lot of the time. Very good player, plays within himself. PSG, what can they do here? With Colomani and Ramos, it can't happen. Dembele down this right-hand side. Osman Dembele skips across. Corner kick to PSG. Boy. And I think the most impressive thing, beyond the obvious, if PSG don't score and Newcastle keep a clean sheet, ridiculous. Boy, I'd be careful if I was you, Dan Burn. Got hands all over the PSG, man. Poor corner from Dembele. You lot need half time. Sancho in January transfer window going to move mountains. Where's he going to go, though? There's rumors he could go back on loan to Dortmund. That man there want to hide in the German league. Crazy. I wonder if Enrique will take people off. Because obviously at 2-0 down, you have to. I'd rather, if I was losing 2-0, I'd rather lose 3-1 than 2-0 in it. At least chase that other goal. You get one goal, it starts to become a bit nervous. But PSG don't look like they can score. This is the most anonymous Kylian Mbappe's been. Big up Marcel. This is the most anonymous Kylian Mbappe's been. Dembele's not really on nothing. Colomani and Ramos are not on nothing. The young Emre's looking the most composed of everyone in midfield. This guy is crap, man. You're wasting everyone's time, bro. It's a corner kick, but he's crap. And don't get twisted. If he scores or starts playing well, I'll be the first to support him and be shameless. Can we get the likes up, people? 52. Can we get it? Can we do better? Dembele's taking it short. This is meaty. Kylian Mbappe, cool, delivered. See, Ramos, you're crap, man. I'm being so harsh. It's another corner. He's meaty, man. Mbappe actually did all right. Take this shoot off, man. There must be a young winger on the bench. These shoots are not on nothing. Corner kick to PSG. The only thing they've probably done better than Newcastle winning corner kicks. Don't know what touch that was from Kylian Mbappe, but he done that. Gomares to Dan Burn. Tonali's made the run. Tonali, he's by himself though. Right, Tonali's doing all right here. There's a foul off the ball. The ref doesn't seem to care. There's a head injury, and he has to stop the game. Not gonna lie, bring Sancho to Coley on form, and because I like Sancho, I would take him. But we've already got too many guys that need a hug and things like this. I really ain't got time for it. I ain't trying to see him on Link Up TV and Kennington videos and that. Probably be at Lowski's fresh home vid. We don't need more meaty South London dons. We've already got. I ain't gonna do that to Smith Rowe, but we've already got Edward, and I shouldn't even do that to Edward because he's all right. The striker market's meaty, man. It's meaty. Cut the money you have to spend, and a lot of it is just gambles. And the strikers that are fairly established, they're gonna cost you more than an arm and a leg. Gomares has been given a yellow card. Last 10 seconds of the first half, people. Newcastle amazing. PSG rubbish. Defensively terrible. Attacking wise, no ideas. Look, hit and hopes. I'm sorry, but this Colomani to the left hand flank thing is dead. Kennington where it started, Old Trafford where it ended, didn't it? 2-0 to Newcastle, singing in the rain. Shows what football's about. Don't run, don't trip. Bring it on, man. Hey. Don't bring that on me. I definitely ain't scared of Jadon Sancho. Man said Jadon Sancho. I don't want no violence. How many of them can fight with no knives? Let me stop. That's a Jadon Sancho with his end product. Probably aim for me and end up hitting some granny. But yeah, what do you lot make of that game, people? It's ended at halftime with Newcastle in the lead. They're winning 2-1. They're singing in the rain. They've done everything that PSG haven't done. Boy, what's the other Champions League game saying at this moment in time? Can't lie, I wanted to watch Barcelona Porto, and Barcelona are winning 1-0. Ferran Torres has put them a goal ahead. What else have we got? Well, standard there, really. Manchester City are winning a goal to 0. Newcastle obviously beating PSG 2-0. It's 1-1 between Celtic and Lazio. Red Star are beating Young Boys 1-0. It's 0-0 between Dortmund and AC Milan. Earlier today, you saw Shakhtar Donetsk win 3-2 against Antwerp, which was quite the game, actually. Atletico Madrid beat Feyenoord 3-2. Yesterday, you saw I'm reading two things. Real Madrid won 3-2 against Napoli. Arsenal lost 2-1 to Lens. We're not going to talk about that. 10 men, Manchester United lost 3-2 to Galatasaray. Bayern Munich won 2-1 against Copenhagen. Inter Milan beat Benfica 1-0. It was 2-2 between PSV and Sevilla. Sociedad won 2-0 against Salzburg. And Braga won 3-2 against Union Berlin, people. Champions League settings. Declan's from from Kingston and that. Zaire Emre is very overrated. Give over, man. Emre overrated. Come on. You know he's not overrated, man. PSG are probably going to do their 1,000th rebuild, man. Colo should play in the middle or right wing, and Mbappe in the 10 is banter stuff. Shout out DG. Growth has been crazy from story times to Champions League live with the fans. I don't think we've grown enough, Daniel, but appreciate that, man. We just have to keep going. Barca getting the Gundo effect. Amazing player. I actually wanted to watch the Barca. I can't lie. If we didn't do this game, I just think you couldn't do a watch along and not do PSG versus this. AC versus Dortmund. I think it's one of them that sounds better on paper than it was. It would have been Porto Barcelona. because that must be a good game to watch, man. Let me see the other Champions League games. Ain't no one trying to hit. Oh, it's halftime everywhere. Ain't no one trying to hit Owen Hargreaves. I like him, but ain't no one trying to hit that, man. Man said Troops needs to make up with Ten Hag. Arteta has too many project players. We got too many players that need a hug. I'm taking Jadon Sancho, but like, how many players at Arsenal got? Mahrez is so good. How many players at Arsenal are the finished article? You know, El Nene, obviously, like Jorginho, Partey. You're not going to see massive improvements with them kind of brothers there. You've got Havertz that needs all of Arteta's attention because you spent peas on him. Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Nelson. These men are not in, missing out other names as well. These guys are not the finished articles as well. And then you're going to add Jadon. I would take another wide man and whatnot, but yeah. Boy. Newcastle have been very good. Newcastle first 2 games, 4 points. Bro, they're doing their thing. And it shows why you should never write off anybody in this. Saka is a major doubt for the Man City game. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. It's all right. Ha ha ha. It's all amazing. Nothing to panic about. Nothing to be worried about. Everything's great. PSG have not had a single shot on target. It's not looking good, bruv, at all. Almiron scored Newcastle's first Champions League goal since Alan Shearer. That must be amazing. I didn't even know Mark. Completely off topic. I didn't know Mark Hughes was still managing, but he's been sacked as Bradford City manager. Swear down, you're still managing. That's mad. I didn't even know you was managing still. That's crazy. Darren England, the VAR official who made the mistake last weekend, will not officiate Liverpool for the rest of the season. I just wish that was extended to everybody. For City. Allegedly, he's a doubt. Would Pep have played Saka yesterday? Probably, in my opinion. But I think why Saka wouldn't be injured is because there's been numerous times, and numerous is an exaggeration, where we've won the game and Saka could have been taken off 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. That all adds up. Before you know it, you've saved his legs for an hour. We've got Nelson. Trust. You're right, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Trust. What a player Guimaraes is. We'll deal with Sunday when it comes, man. Reece Nelson. Listen, I got a lot of time for Reece Nelson, but come on, blood. There's levels, fam. There's serious levels in this football team. Boy, big up Shay Giffen. One of my favorite Premier League goalies because he was tiny. Rio Ferdinand, ain't no one trying to hear Rio Ferdinand talk. I know that much. But yeah, halftime. It's 1-0 to Newcastle. Let me go and get some water, people. And I'll be back in just a second. Let me show you a world-class goal.
Yeah, against this right back, Charlie.
Back again, folks. Big up you lot. If you haven't smashed the like button, you know exactly what to do. Appreciative to you lot for spending this Champions League night with me. I don't know why, but you lot can't see. I'm warming up, like stretching my legs and warming up like I'm about to play. Big up Shay Given and Laura Woods. Rio Ferdinand ain't really got time. Do you know why I don't like Rio Ferdinand? I like when he talks about football, but I don't like when he's a commentator. He's the hot take king. That he's the sort of guy to say Al Mourinho's the best winger in the world right now and all of that crap just because he scored. Respectfully to him, it's nothing to do with him. He just lives in hot take land. DG facing City without Saka is making me anxious. It is, but it is what it is. People get injured, have to get on with it. Respectfully, I know Wolves got Pedro Neto and that, but collectively, did they have a better 11 than Arsenal? They made it happen. City are near enough invincible, but they bleed just like us. Go out there and earn the right to win. And the last time we played City, but the only place we can't lose to City, I'm not going to say that because life has a funny way of humbling you. I played City in the league at the Etihad. If you lot even care, go back to that watch along I did, because if you lot remember at the start in the tunnel, not that I know anything or could see it, it genuinely looked like the game was won and lost in the tunnel. It might be poker faces, but it looked like the Arsenal players were shook. The biggest thing you need in football is self-belief, man. They bleed just like us. There's things that we can't match them at, but there's things that we can match them at, and that's working hard, being switched on defensively, giving it a real go, being clean defensively, taking our chances. These are things that have not been the case for Arsenal, whether we've won, lost, or drawn. I don't know who overhypes Arsenal when it comes to City, but yeah. If we play Nelson or Jesus on the wing, it will be against Gavidal. I can see Arteta doing some Bandulu stuff, man. I can genuinely see Havertz up front, Jesus on the left, and some nonsense, man. Like, I'm not on it. Big up Arteta, but yeah, man. I need to see, it has to be Rice, Partey, and Odegaard. There's certain games that has to be ran 9 times out of 10, yeah. Emre's committing suicide with that lineup. Having 4 attackers is making it too easy for Bruno and Tonali to run riot. Havertz, Vieira, Rice, goals to God. Oh, hey, respect Odegaard. Been spinning that goal for 2 years straight. As you would as well, bro. When's the Danish Champions League goal get spanned? You lot spin that. It's the only goal I've had recorded. Hey, send me your goal. Send me your goal. I know it's difficult being a great content creator, being a Sunday League legend. Arts wrongers about me on Sunday. I didn't have no efforts to shoot, but no look king. Every pass, I'll just go. The only thing I did poor last Sunday was my crossing. If you lot saw my crossing, oh my God. Like I was playing golf, just shanking them all. Oh my days. Sunday League's crazy. Yeah, completely off topic. I saw a man get headbutted last Sunday. I see someone get put in the headlock. I see some certain content creators punch people. It's quite crazy. Guys, like, I'm just backing my brother. You gotta love Sunday League. I ain't got tricks, man. 100% DG. If you don't believe in your own source, no point playing. Just give them the point. Exactly, man. DG, any news on the squad injuries? I don't think we're going to find out anytime soon. The only one that really matters is Bukayo Saka, innit? And I think, personally, I don't think Saka's going to play, but I think there's an outside chance of him playing purely because I think they will wait until the last possible moment to do that fitness test. It's not... Arsenal's game plan is too negative. You say that, I wouldn't say it's negative. I just say Arsenal haven't quite grasped the concept of ultimately football's decided in how efficient and effective you are in the defensive third and the middle the defensive third and the attacking third. And we're not firing. I mean, we are scoring a lot of goals, but I don't think we're creating or taking our chances well enough. And we're definitely not defending well enough. I don't care how many clean sheets we've got, how many we got last season. We're not defending well enough. And the thing is, things you get away with, even to a degree against United and Spurs and any other game, you're not going to get away with them against City. And for me, I want the players to relish it, because to be the best, you got to beat the best. And this is what we dreamed of. This is, we want Arsenal to win trophies and all these things. We've come a long way from where we were initially, where Arteta was. We wanted to be in this realm, going into games and having the concept of league titles and trophies and competing in this and that. Relish it. Because at the end of the day, there's no guarantee next season you'll be in the champs and these things will be said. If Saka plays, Arteta is getting booed. Tell you that now. I disagree. If anyone cares, Red Star versus Young Boy is 1-0 to Red Star. Of course we care, man. Appreciate you for updating us. Also, I'm the one who called Newcastle winning it. I said Newcastle winning as well. What you think of the Emre kid? Absolute baller. Enough said. Speaking of Arsenal, Man City, people, do me a favour, and the link I've just provided, smash the like button on that and set your reminders, because Sunday we'll be watching that. What football is on the weekend? I have a feeling... I'm a bit sad because it's another international break. I feel like Saturday, the watch-alongs, there's no watch-along on Saturday. I think like the games are dead. Saturday, you got Luton, Spurs, 12:30. You got Burnley, Chelsea, Everton, Bournemouth, Fulham, Sheffield United, Manchester United, Brentford. That's a decent game at 3 o'clock, to be fair. Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest. It's a bit meaty, isn't it? Really, people, isn't it? It's not the best. Nah, you can talk about Lens. Saka just needs some deep heat and he's back. Bro, eat some hard food. You're good, man. Vaseline, you're good, man. Water, you're good. Sleep as well. What games are... Oh, it's the international break. I just said that. Oh, Monday, there's nothing. Tuesday, this is all next week. Nothing. Trying to think about what watch-alongs we could do. Wednesday, there's nothing. Thursday, Spain, Scotland. England versus Serbia, 7:45. I guess we could force it. Oh, you know what? Friday, Holland, France. England, Australia. What is this? Oh, I'm still on the right channel. Why is it showing me snooker in that? Saturday. Bro, yeah, it's peak, man. That's good. Skip Saturday for a watch along. I feel guilty when I do that though, man. I think my biggest problem is I'm a workaholic. I feel guilty. If Arteta forces Saka to play with an injury, DG, I'm a holler you to chat with Arteta at his house. I support it. Like, unpopular opinion, I do think Arteta has to be cleverer with his squad. I do think he needs to know when to change and when to rotate. I definitely think Saka could have been pulled off a lot of games. But I'm not being funny, bro. It's the Champions League. A lot of people, not just with Saka, a lot of people look at the performance, and no one would have known it in hindsight. But look at the performance we put in with arguably our strongest team. Everyone that started yesterday for Arsenal, with the exception of Tomiyasu, which you could make a case of him starting, probably is going to play on Sunday. Look how we played. Imagine we rotated the team. And I'm not being funny. If Saka wants to be this star boy, you're going to look. I always use Mo Salah as an example. When Liverpool are fighting for these things, Salah's playing every game. Mane as well. If you want to be a big boy baller, you're going to play every game for your country, more or less. You're probably the top footballers are looking at 60-odd games. Is there a deeper discussion about footballers being treated like guinea pigs and the need for rest? Of course. You look at how mad this season's been, from pre-season to the games coming thick and fast to the Euros next summer, off the back of the World Cup last year, etc. Of course, that's a bigger debate. But Saka needs to play. Bit harsh to call him a failed David Silva. Koza Drewbury's lit up, he's on the bench. Leipzig have leveled. Again, the second half is kicking off shortly, people. Smash the like button if you haven't. Oh, gosh, I clicked it too early. Newcastle kick off this second half. Isaac's all right. He's taking off the bandage, so it's nice to see the blood has stopped. Hope he's all right, or has he got some stitching done? Either way, I hope he's all right. Ref, come on. Ref, hurry up. We're trying to watch Champions League. It's been a decent game. And we're off. It'd be nice to see Koza Drewbury, but again, I don't want to put too much. Young players are never going to be ready, but like, I can't. You'd imagine he's on the bench, him or Sego Jr., but yeah, man, like, you can't expect fireworks from these guys. Like, I think when you look at the Sakas, the Foldens, these kind of guys, they're the exceptions. Most young players, their trajectory is not going to be like that. Longstaff. Mourinho loses it. Ogate. I can't lie. I used to rate Ogate. I think he's kind of crap now. You know, he's just good at the tackling thing. Ramos heads it nice as well. We finally seen Ramos. It's only taken 45 odd minutes. Warren Zaire Emery, 17, 18 years of age. Hakimi, Dembele. Skips past Dan Burn, but he's just going to run into traffic. Ogate. PSG need to find a goal quick. This Mbappe floating around thing is not working. Yet to see Mbappe today 1v1 just running at fullbacks, and to be fair, or defenders, you're loving it. Openda, the former Lensman, has equalized against City. City are going to end up winning that. Hope to be wrong. Yeah, Yamal is lit, but is he necessarily ready to start week in, week out? Xavi keeps urging calm. And again, for every Saka, Foden, Yalma, these are exceptions to the rules. Not every youngster is on that. Not every youngster can do that. Youngsters need a bit of time. You know, there's about 4, 5, 6 youngsters out of the thousands that come through. You can't. I don't think that's fair to anyone, really, but I hear it. Trippier tries to play it down the line. To be fair, I thought there was a foul off the ball. PSG are living there. Donnarumma, who's conceded 2 today in possession. Hope you are well, DG. Saka wins us games, and I think that's why the gaffer keeps playing him. But I hear what most people are saying about resting him. It's true, but I do think fans are right about rest. But more time, they won't rest for no reason. And it's rest at the wrong times. PSG in possession. I mean, early doors, they actually look like half a football team now. It's just a shame they've, just cursing the commentator, it's gone out of play. And it's a Newcastle throw. My boy Ramos bagging DG. Let's see, man. DG, do you think some of these lifelong academy pro ballers are too soft? Think grassroots builds character? I mean, I guess grassroots does build character, but it all depends what you define as soft. Naturally, yes and no. Yes and no, because I think when you're pampered, you can't really respond to adversity, but it's on the individuals. Because you could have 2 players in an academy, right? And this typically is the case of some players that don't have the luxury. You could have 2 players in an academy. Let's just say they've been in the academy from 8 years of age. Just for argument's sake, it's under 16s now. One guy, and there's nothing wrong with it, but one guy, you know, his mum and dad drop him all the time. Bearing in mind, academy football, you're training 3 times a week and you've got a game, so you got to be there 4 times. Mum and dad, they've got jobs which allow them to leave early, drop them, all of these sort of things. They're spoiled, etc. Then you've got a dad, you've got another, his teammate. His mum's a single mum. She's got other kids. He has to make his way to training. Let's just say training is in South London. Training is in North London. London Coley's in technically East, but North London. He has to come from deep in South, like Croydon, get on a train from the minute he leaves school, and he's not getting back to the difference. Obviously, they're gonna have character changes. So it all depends. And you see that a lot, especially with some footballers. They sit there and say they got attitude problems. No, they don't. Football not a game for some of them. You've got Lucas Hernandez, Colomani. He's needy, man. I'm sorry. He's not good. You're good, but there's levels. Rico Lewis is lit, man. Baller. Just wish he would somehow end up rock up at Arsenal one day. That's one thing I want with Arsenal, because I don't really feel... I don't know what it is, but we don't bring through no defenders. And when we do, it's accidental ones, like Kieran Gibbs and that. Anthony Gordon against Marquinhos. Marquinhos finally looks like a defender. You lot, should we have a bet? Who do you lot think is going to get subbed first, Colomani or Ramos? I'm taking bets. Surely after 10-15 minutes, something's got to change. DG, the women's kit is good. It's got this, bro. The kit you're talking about, the one that just got released. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. I can't lie. It's very nice. Waters would be a good defender. It's true. Oh, it's free. It's free past the pad settings. Longstaff. Boy, this game will live in Newcastle folklore for a hot minute. Wow, PSG are getting slapped. But it's not even they're getting slapped. They've been slapped. It's boys against men, safe. The only luxury is it's still the group stages, isn't it? But this is probably the result of the Champions League so far. Boy, it's over. It's over. Enrique is doing this for no reason. The Geordies are smoking on that Paris pack. And it's coming 10-10. Elite buds. Not that I know about any of that. Boy, Donnarumma should be doing better, but they should be closing it down. Longstaff has no right to shoot from there. Great play from Trippier. Horrible. Donnarumma should be doing better. You should be following runners as well. Nah, I don't blame Longstaff. In a good way, that's hit and hope. You buy a raffle ticket. Safe. You lot have been slaughtered. Safe. It's nice to see one Premier League team can turn up against a French side, eh? Boy. Worth the money. Newcastle fans have deserved nights like this. They had Mike Ashley and that. You're done. Newcastle, PSG, I don't want to see nothing. You lot are meaty. Horrible from you lot. Mbappe, meaty. Hakimi. That touch was baggy. And Sarr takes no risks. Bagging in the Champions League is brazy. It's been curtains. You don't turn up, you get packed. You don't turn up, you get packed. You don't turn up, you get packed. PSG as a football club need to go back to basics. They're far too concerned with stars and drippy tracksuits and all these things. I heard certain content creators had a PSG shirt. Boy, not everyone can do it on a cold night over these sides. And Mbappe loses the ball. I'm sorry again. Football is a complex game, but as me as a neutral fan, I'm struggling to see what the game plan from PSG is. Like, what are they doing? You can see Newcastle. They're trying to press in certain areas. They're trying to play football. They're going long when they need to. Tonali and Gomares are doing the bulk of the work in midfield, along with Longstaff. All three are taking it in turns to make that advance run forward. It's crazy. Again, 52 minutes in, PSG have not had a shot on target. That's unacceptable. I thought Neymar and Messi were the problems. I thought Verratti was a problem. This is horrible. Save PSG, man. This is meaty. You lot another 3-4 years away from being serious. For me, if I was a PSG fan, I think they need to go back to this. I think they need to use their academy. You look at French collectively out of all the countries at the moment. Yeah, for the last couple of years, I say couple of years, it's probably been like a decade now. The French players are popping up. Surely and half of these players that are sick and French, they come through PSG's academy and then go Germany or something. They need to go back to just getting the best French players. Because this is not Koulibaly, though. This is meaty. It is terrible keeping. But as they say, your goalie is your last line of defense. So before I always ask a question of the goalie, what else has happened? PSG need to hold a travel lodge to that. No, but them man need to walk back to France. The only way, if you're Emre or Mbappe, you might as well just check your DMs. There must be some nice gal in Newcastle that you can link after the game, because there's nothing else really, is there? There's nothing else. This is horrible. All they can say is we'll catch you on the rebound, Newcastle. But 4 points from 2 games, Newcastle have given themselves a fantastic position to build upon and advance to the next round of this Champions League. Done very well. Emre can sit there and say, boy, I've won Champions League. I don't know about you lot, but boy, Mbappe's probably saying, I'm going to Spain next year. It's all right. Was it really worth leaving Barcelona for this, Dembele? You're back in your homeland and that great, but meaty. At this point, you have to at least score, like at least mess up the clean sheet. This is horrible. This is horrible, man. I'm almost angry for PSG fans. Can you imagine if you travelled here? But Cola's coming on. Bro, you shouldn't have signed for this club. Even though I just said about the French, you should have come Arsenal. It's too late. Should have started these dons. There's no agendas. These men are rubbish, man. You're making me think, I'm getting ahead of myself. You're making me think I want you lot in the next round. And to be honest, is it too far-fetched to think Newcastle get a 4th? Gordon. Dan Burns. Source them, Dan Burns dropping shoulders and that. He's lost it, but they don't rate you. Ramos. Dembele. You lot are crap, man. You don't need to buy half the Newcastle team. You lot should not let Bruno Gomares leave without activating his release clause. I feel sorry for the 17-year-old Emre. He's done a lot better than other people. Hernandez, I swear down, this left-back ain't been in the game. Arsenal lost yesterday. I didn't even know. I didn't see that. Bring Mbappe to Arsenal. DG, do you think Real Madrid players want Mbappe as a colleague? I think if you're Real Madrid, you want the best players, innit? Which Mbappe is one. And you'd imagine Osimhen, Mbappe, Haaland, these kind of guys are being earmarked to join the Real Madrid. Bang it, Emre. Forget everyone. You're the best in the world. That's a good ball. Hernandez, get the ball. Why am I running off? That's a good goal. Who's chatting nonsense about my young tug, Emre? I told you he turned up. That's a lovely assist. And again, it shows us why us fullbacks are the most underappreciated and most important players in the world right now. Dan Burn has scored in this game. Hernandez has scored. There's always an agenda, people. First bit of play from PSG. Boy, at the next water break, or if there's a little pause in play, is he offside? I don't think he is. He might be, actually. If there's a pause in play, they need to show some of them historic Liverpool comebacks to PSG. Because you lot are done. What up with his weaker peg? Look at Emre. Are you mad? See how my young savages are playing? DG don't gas up shit youngsters, you know. Of course I'm shameless. Who said these men make next round? Probably not. Oh, it probably is offside. You know, his arm, his peak. His peak. Don't do this to my young bull. Are they going to give that goal for charity? I don't think he's going to get it. Charity goal, man. Really, it should be disallowed. Oh, it's been given. Charity goal, man. Charity goal, man. Charity goal. Charity goal. And again, that just shows you PSG just keep shooting themselves in the foot. Because if you didn't concede that third goal, you make it nervous. But as I always say, you'd rather lose 3-1 than 2-0. Goal stands. I must admit, it did look like his arm was offside. I struggled to understand how that goal stood, but it is what it is. How long before they can see the fourth? Byrne played him on. Fair enough. Modric and Kroos had to deal with prime Ronaldo and Mbappe's baby food. Baby food. But Cola's on. Colomani's off. Colomani's crap, man. I'll be shameless. No one remind me that I said this in the future. Use that galloping forward. Hakimi, come to Arsenal, man. Hakimi, can he switch play? Finds Bacola. Show them something. Needy, man. Cut your hair. You would have seen that you needed to control that ball 10 years ago. And look at that from Almourinho. Newcastle will get another soon, I reckon. Danny, you're probably right. Because again, at some point, PSG are going to have to fly even more players forward. And naturally, they're going to be open. Any chance of killing Mbappe turning up? Man said, big up Cherry. Mbappe is one of my favourite players in world football right now. Probably the favourite, excluding Arsenal players. Him. What's my man? Vinicius. They've taken it short. Dembele. Emre. Bang it, Hakimi. Fullback Union. Always taking a naughty deflection. It's a corner. Mount is bonkers for going United over Arsenal, but it's probably a Chelsea loyalty thing. But was there an actual Arsenal offer? And I can't begrudge him for signing for a big club like Man United. Not that we're not one. I know the leaks, the roof is leaking at United and stuff. Red Devils and that. Emre, pass it. Just about gets it to his man Agate. You're living off that. See, I can't lie. He's living off Sporting Lisbon beating Arsenal last season in the Europa League. He's kind of crap as well. Your passing is horrible. Haaland's finishing is getting worse. John, you're my guy, but bro, you swapping shy for money, Mace. It's like swapping fake Gucci for fake Louis Vuitton. It's still fake, innit? It's still Bandili. Probably actually. Because at least Mount is the thing is with Mount and Havertz, at least Mount is gonna do them frustrating, he's gonna them hit and hope pass. At least you see Mount. Isaac's done well against Skriniar there. I like Ogate, but yeah, man, he's just a brute essentially. Mbappe and Vinicius would be amazing signings, but Madrid get him. It's over for Spain and Champions League. I can't lie. Mount is a baby. Ramsey, I don't mind that. I respect Ramsey. Dennis Suarez, Havertz. Nah, Dennis Suarez is needy, but one of the shittest players I've seen play for us. Mbappe for getting his first. I can't lie. If I was Mbappe's teammate, I'll clamp him. Wallahi, I'll clamp him. Even though he's on my team, I'll clamp him. You've lost the ball and it's right there to be won again. You're walking. Someone needs to move to him, man. You need to get rushed. Mbappe's too spoiled, man. Your whole life you've been told you're special, which you are. But you need some humility. Why the hell are you walking? It's there to be won. You lost the ball. What's that about? And you're in for a rude awakening if you try to go Real Madrid and try and continue how you think this is. You will be in for a rude awakening over there in Spain. Throw into Newcastle. Half an hour left, people. Been a good game. 4-goal thriller. Trippier doing what they tell us fullbacks, what the referee says to us fullbacks. We venture forward and that. But what happened to Herrera could do with him? Soft. He's a good player, but soft. That's a cheap foul. Come on, ref, man. That's never a foul. Long ball forward for Mbappe. Never there. Lascelles gets his head on it. Lascelles pocketing Mbappe. Never thought I would say that. And the thing is, I would say the most damning thing, Newcastle's defenders, I know they've conceded, but I hardly think they're going to leave the game and think, bloody hell, Mbappe was a difficult customer and that. Mbappe owns all these guys. They would never say that. Bacola. Like him a lot, man. I wanted him at Arsenal. Thought that was offside. Yo, man, just locked in. What's going on? How are Newcastle playing? It absolutely amazing, and you've missed a lot, man. I'd implore you to not only watch the highlights, but watch the game again on the replay, my guy. Hakimi bombing forward. Dembele, Hakimi, the meaty from Hakimi, put Dembele under serious pressure there. I don't know how you're appealing for a free kick. Never a free kick. Newcastle should have a free kick. They played advantage. I think that's where Newcastle got to be sensible. Take the foul. I don't know what Tonali saw, but it can't have been a teammate. Hernandez, Mbappe, Embrazy. No, I'm not calling you Embrazy no more. You ain't earned it. Bro, he's miles offside. Even though you're offside, take this Ramos shoot off. He's a pretender, man. You look like it's make a wish or something, and you've won a chance to play here. You know what? God forgive me. I shouldn't say that, you know. Shouldn't say that. I apologize. You shouldn't say that. But he just looks like a charity case. Oh, my days. This Ramos shoot is rubbish, man. What's Jeff Rene Adelaide up to? I'm sure he's not even playing in France no more. I'm sure he's playing in Belgium. Newcastle don't rate these, man. Man are bringing on Elliot Anderson. Boy, Enrique, mate. How do you think PSG and Newcastle are doing? Newcastle amazing, PSG effing crap. And this is a smelly performance from Kylian Embrazy. Dan Burn, Longstaff. I don't rate Ramos. I think he's decent. Also, I guess I do rate him, but like, bro, man can't be building their new look PSG around guys like that. You can play a role, but we're watching with our own eyes. He's meaty. You're better than Koulibaly. Meaty dons. Should have probably bought Højlund or something, or Vlahovic or something. Like, these are meaty brothers. Never a foul, ref. Ref, you're soft, man. Ref, everything is a free kick for both teams. Everything. Let the game fly. I miss the days when men were men and football was football. Ogate off. Should have come off at half time. You're rubbish, man. Yeah, he is. Dortmund versus Milan, like watching paint dry. You see, that's why I didn't do a watch along for it, because you see them games. It's one of them games that sounds amazing on paper. I love Victor Osimhen, and he's contracted until 2025. But if you ain't got 100 million to even begin a conversation with the Italians, then you can forget about it, surely. Tonali, my guy. Hope you're not racist, you know. I let my intrusive thoughts win there, you know. No player has provided more assists at Old Trafford across all comps this season than Davinson Sanchez with 2. Crazy. Good shift from Tonali. Colo Panani. I mean, he is moving like one pussycat. He's rubbish, man. You're not ready for these kind of moves yet. Free kick to Newcastle. How long before they get a fourth people? Ball into the... Oh, Trippier. What was that? Would Osimhen bang in our system? I think Osimhen will bang in any system. I don't know if he will be a success in the Prem, because obviously he's never played there. But yeah. Next summer, who are your 3 striker options for Arsenal? Ivan Toney, Osimhen, Ferguson or Brighton. See what's going on over there for Vlahovic. Wild card, I would say Boniface of Leverkusen. The jury's still out on him, but he seems like, you know, every 18 months there seems to be another striker. Like, it's Højlund this year, it was Vlahovic. The other one could take a risk on him. Openda seems to be doing all right at Leipzig after Lens. But these kind of players, like I said, they're risks. I don't 100% relieve in him. You've got Simic, who done well. You've got Sesko as well. But again, these lot are all they're not really confirmed kind of guys, if that makes sense. There's not really confirmation around their goal-scoring exploits. Ambitious. And City would never sell him to us. But Haaland, no, I'm chatting shit. No, not Haaland. Julian Alvarez. Counter-attack here. How long before Ramos loses the ball? Bacola. Pass it, mate. Mbappe, that's a terrible run. Give it back to him. Mbappe, bang it. This is good playmaking. Ramos. Fair enough. This is good from PSG, but ultimately haven't shot. Warren Zaire Emery. Vitaya. Hakimi. Good low block from Newcastle. Not giving much away in terms of space. Sooner or later, PSG will get frustrated and give the ball away. That's a ball. You won't do it. You won't do it. You won't do it. Pass the ball. This is where they need me. You know, you've seen the video. I'm living off that. Hernandez wins the corner. Surely. His finishing's awful tonight. Simican's decent. Wasn't he meant to? Arsenal meant to be interested? It's either Vlahovic or Osimhen for me. Do you think last season's Arsenal beats this season's in a match? 100%. 100%, bro. Havertz is in midfield. Xhaka will bully him, even though they won't exactly be on the same side. Warren Zaire delivers, and Newcastle deal with that. And that's the difference. Committed defending from Newcastle. Everyone doing their shift. I hope Saka's not named in the England squad tomorrow. And I mean, if he is, that tells you there must be some confidence around him being fit. Oh yeah, everybody who's watching, subscribe to him. Vid King, you're too kind. Stuttgart got a striker. Yeah, that Guirassy guy. He's been about for a while, but that's the thing with strikers, you just never know. He's been all right for a while. He's started in good form. Actually, more so next week. I've got a list of strikers. I'm going to do a video on that about potentially who Arsenal could sign. Skriniar. Hernandez, not ref. That's a free kick. And Gomares was trying to clamp, man. You can't lie. If I was retired the next 50-50 with Gomares, I'm making sure I clamp him because that was a bit of a naughty one, weren't it? Let's get to 57k subscribers by the weekend. I hope so, man. I hope we can get to 100k one day. But we keep working. Big up you, look, people. Time has flown. We've got just over 20 minutes. That's our ball. Dembele won't score, though. You won't do it. You won't do it. Meaty guys, man. To be fair, he had a lot to do. And it was good defending from Dan Burn and also Lascelles. But Meaty. I swear Dembele ain't scored for PSG yet. And he doesn't look like a man that's confident in front of goal. That was a great run, really. Would have been onside. Had he have bagged, which he had a lot to do, that would make it a very interesting finish. Surely you ain't scored. And at 26 years of age, you're boying it. Now he ain't scored in 7 appearances. Doesn't look confident. And to be fair, goals have never been a strong point of his because, you know, in 32 Liga appearances, he's got 12 goals. In 32 Bundesliga appearances, fair enough, he was only at Rennes for a season. He got 6. You know, he's got 7 appearances and counting for PSG and no goals, 1 assist. For Rennes, 12 goals in 29. Fair enough, that was only 1 season. 10 goals and 22 assists in 50 for Dortmund. And he got 40 goals and 43 assists in 185 appearances for Barcelona. So it's not terrible, but you was never a bagsman. You've never been a bagsman like that. Personally, I could see Tony is the most realistic. Also, I wish we had Kobo from Real Sociedad. Same. Wirtz would be lit, but you'd imagine he has no plans to leave at least to the end of the season because the Euros are in Germany and he's done well to come back from his injury and he will cost a lot of money and there'll be a whole host of clubs onto him. Boy, big up you lot. Big up yourself, Kay. Glasgow Rangers fan here. Well done, Newcastle. Robert, shout out the Rangers fans and big up yourself for tuning in. Trippier, throw into Newcastle. What do we know about Wirtz? A lovely footballer. We've done videos on him. Can play in a couple of roles. Very blessed technically. A typical player like that. No, he's been interested in Real Madrid for a while. Everyone liked the video, as Chris said. Come on. Murphy on. I can't lie. This is why I got time for Newcastle. It's like a Sunday league club in a nice way. Like, keeping loyalty to certain players that have been with them from the trenches. Almarignon, who got things kicked off with a goal, coming off now. Big performance from Newcastle. Dortmund, AC Milan, no goal. Wouldn't that be on course? AC Milan on course for 2 points. I like Openda. I'm sure he's got a release clause. They just bought him from Lens, and ironically, you know, Lens bought a man that we was linked with and got a goal and assist against us yesterday. He's their record signing in Wahi. He's another one that will probably move on sooner rather than later. Longstaff. Bruno Gomares. I thought he was fouled there. Ref don't agree with me. Bacola need to pass the ball. And Mbappe gives it back to, oh Lord. If you put in work, you play. Simple. Horrible from them. Alminron. Bayern, man. Let's call him Bayern, man. Watching Leverkusen Kai, it's clearly a confident. Damn, no. You know what? With Kai Havertz, whatever you show me is what you're doing. It like no expectations, no disappointments, isn't it? We're at. There's very few players, but no, that's a lie. But you're one of the players that I don't expect nothing from. I like Jorginho, but I don't expect anything. I don't expect anything from Havertz. I don't expect anything from Cedric. I mean, Marquinhos almost sold short there. Jamal Lascelles, he almost sold Sarr late, short there. Sarr's done very well. No, he's not. He's played himself into problems. Dembele needs to remember to bring the football with him. Horrible from both teams there. Almiron. Okay, Almiron. Here we go. Almiron. Okay. We've changed now. We're getting somewhere. Almiron. I'm going to be calling him Almiron already again, but Almiron. He's not even on the pitch. Oh, yeah, there's 102 people watching and not that much likes. Make sure to like. Okay. Tell him again. Donnarumma off his line. Finally, some good decision making. I've always said Newcastle is Atletico Madrid in the Premier League, physicality on deck. You're right, but I don't think at any point in my life have Atletico Madrid played what I have an admiration for it, but I don't think it's sexy football. I wouldn't say Newcastle do, but at least they play relatively forward-thinking football. Newcastle battering PSG while we lose to Lens, which is true. But they've only got one more point than us in the Champions League. And to be fair, just like PSG, both teams have struggled with away games. Just shows you there's no easy games in this team. If you're a Liverpool fan, you're playing Union SG tomorrow. Ooh. I've been waiting for time to say that more. So Newcastle down this left-hand side. Courageous run there. Courageous run from Elliot Anderson. But it comes to nothing. Vitayo. Ramos. To be fair, I can't agenda him. What do all these managers see in Havertz? I don't know. But there must be something in it that us mere normal football fans don't see. But I don't know. There's got to be a reason you were signed by Chelsea, you won the Champions League, you played for Germany, and you've been signed by Arsenal, but I can't see it. Our French side just less physical. Based on what I saw from Lens yesterday, I wouldn't say no. And I mean, even Messi spoke about the physicality of the French league. He said it's very physical, so I would say no. I do think maybe with PSG, unlike Lens, they're not the best team in France, in it, so they kind of have to be good all the time. I think with PSG, 9 times out of 10, I know they dropped points this season, but they don't have to be at their best to batter these teams. So maybe that level of focus when you're coming into a game like this, there's a bit of a casual approach. I don't know. Oh, 15 minutes left. I'm getting cramp over days. I'm still here, folks. Cramp. Oi, how am I getting injured? Oh, Lord. Feeling like Bukayo Saka. Dan Burn will take this from him, folks. Arteta. Oh, see, I'll put my body on the line for you lot. And some of you can't even hit the like button. Oh, Lord. Oh. Still feeling the effects from Sunday, if I'm honest with you. I got 90 minutes. Toby, I mean, I'm happy to start, but 90 minutes. You know how many times I was looking at my big up Toby and Reese, their gaffers? Do you know how long I was looking at him every time? Like, bro, take me off. I got too much pride to say it, but yeah, gaffer. Swear down, come on. Ramos, stay hydrated, lad. Osman Dembele finds Ramos. Bro, get this Ramos done out, man. You're not serious, man. You're not serious, better yet. No hiding place in the Champions League. The Champions. There's no hiding place. What did Arteta see and Havertz to say he can replace Xhaka? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I love Mikel Arteta, but I think he's captain save-a-hole. Any player that looks like they need a bit of love, he's back in. Dembele, that's a good effort, and Pope has saved it. Poor clearance from Guimaraes, really. It worked with Odegaard, but yeah, get Cecil on. Big up Cecil. Check out the video I did with him. Just faking injury like Shaw and Rashford when they have stinkers, bit harsh. Need an ice pack and a massage gun, DD. You know, I have a massage gun, but I haven't opened it. Oh man, you man still talking about Havertz? That's a bad buy. Just forget about it. Havertz is that jacket trainer you buy all the hype and have an extra money. Do you know what? I just hope I wake up one day and Havertz convinces us all in it, but I can't see us getting out the ends, man. It's not the thing. As I said in the summer, you could see how, in his own way, Raya makes our team stronger and ultimately closer to City. You could see the same with what Timber brings to the squad. You could evidently see that with Declan Rice. Havertz, I don't know. But like you said, I'm tired of speaking about the guy, man. Like I like him. I'm always going to root for anyone that plays for Arsenal. But it's the sad realization is, unfortunately, we're at where we're at in it. Like I've accepted it. Might as well just become a squad player. January sign someone. I've been saying it. I won't stop saying it. I think this was a summer to revitalize the midfield, and I have to assume Arteta in his own way did, because you signed like what Havertz is playing in midfield, as is Declan Rice, obviously, and that's over. What Declan Rice 105? That's like 170, 180 million on both of them. So that is your new look midfield. Pardon me. Emre galloping forward. Dembele squares it. And Mbappe can't get on it. Boy. Same injury as Timber. Nah. Timber's one's a madness. I wonder how Dembele, Hakimi, and Hernandez get a yellow card. I think at least 2 of them have been given yellow cards for giving the ref verbals. Dan Burn showing his dribbling capabilities. Put it down the channel, ref. Oh, my ref, you could have never got... Sorry, Gordon. Ref, that is the rubbishest dive. It's a great free kick to win by Gordon, but that annoys me in football. It's so silly. Need my boy on NA to play. Just hurts me that we got Havertz. When Szoboszlai was there, I've been crying out for him for years. There's bare man you could have got. Bro, that would have got you Lavia. That could have got you Szoboszlai, Lavia. I'd more so Szoboszlai because you're more a direct. You'd more play in that Havertz role. Lavia less so. I still think Arsenal need another 8 and a 6. Ooh, Dembele Mbappe got clamped there. Boy, Newcastle taking no prisoners, and that's the difference. That's pure desire from Newcastle. Apparently, Julian Alvarez bagged. He's been scoring bangers, man. He scored a great free kick against Wolves, and I don't know what sort of goal he scored today, but apparently he is bagged. Last 11 minutes. Plus, have to spend money in Jan to get another 6 since Jorginho and Nene are gone in April. I think Partey might even be gone next season as well. What's going on, ref? Okay, the free kick's been taken. Arteta thinks he's the smartest dude in the room when he should just pick the simple choice. Ego be a bit harsh, but I can't disagree with that. The Havertz payment plan gassed him. Alvarez bad. Could have bought Kudus. Could have, but I'd prefer him to play out wide. But that's another one that could play in a bunch of roles. Oh, ref, you're boy in it. That's never a free kick to Newcastle there. Tell it like it is. You did foul him. Alvarez is 10 times the player Haaland is. Mad claim. Alvarez and Mbappe, argue amongst yourself. Boy. Apparently, back in 2022, Ferran Torres said, Haaland and Mbappe, I think I can compete with them. I know how far I can go. Boy, yeah, no. Boy, yeah, no. That is crazy, cuz I don't know about that. Oh, into the hand of Donnarumma. I don't know what screen is moaning at the ref with. You need to just keep playing. Well, big up Torres. That's crazy. That's like Gemma Collins saying she's on Kelly Rowland and Beyonce's level. That's a madness. But I rate the self-confidence, man. If you don't gas yourself in this life, who will? Man said drugs are real. Haaland is flopping, but Alvarez is world class. Ball into the box, dealt with. It's been a great game, made better with you lot across Twitch and YouTube. So, again, regardless of the result, not worthy of supporters like yourselves. Newcastle played 167 passes. PSG, 518. Possession don't matter, passes don't matter, no matter how much you wrap up football. Again, there's many different tactics and formations and these things. Fundamentally in football, you all have to achieve the same objective, which is scoring more than your opponent. And Newcastle have done that. And I don't think that's fair to Newcastle because the statistics, if you just looked at that, you'd assume Newcastle just sat here and sat back. I don't think Newcastle have been sensible when you need to be here, but they've been on the front foot. They've been really good. Great performance. If you're Arsenal and United, I hope you lot are watching this game. Hernandez punches it into the channels. Bacola to Mbappe. Mbappe gives it back to the young Frenchman. Puts the burners on. Great tackle by Lascelles. Did people start voting in the poll halftime? How did 70% plus back Newcastle to do this? Probably did. I should really lock that off, innit? Some of you are shysty. No way did 71%. I'm looking at it. 71% said Newcastle to win, 90% PSG. You lot are some damn shameless liars. But shout out to you lot. Ramos chasing his own shadow. 10 more likes and we have 100. Eddie Howe, greatest British manager of all time. Boy. Emre's been booked now for the verbal to the ref. Bacola. Ooh, Trippier, you got chopped. Not that it means anything, but aye. Bacola, do you see why Arsenal should have bought him? End product was terrible there, but aye. Chopped him. You should have started. Not whoever Colomani is, that pretender, man. Bare lies. Freddie, people are capping, man. You know people are capping. Julian Alvarez, 6 minutes from normal time, has put City ahead. I want to see the goal. Apparently it was a mad thing. Boy. Boy. Boy, Luis Enrique's peak, boy. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. You need to find a local pub up them sides and drink your souls away. All is at straight into the hands of Donnarumma. Looks like he's got a cut just below his eyebrow. Man was about to say elbow. That don't make no sense. Never a foul, ref. Ref, you're a dickhead. You know that. How on God's green earth have you given a free kick for that? You're not the smartest tool in the box. The ref is a sort of man. You know when you get them emails and I'm your long lost cousin, you've won £1 million. You just need to send me £1 million so I can send you your £1 million. Give me your bank details. The rest gullible as hell, man. This guy's an idiot. Bacola. So raw, but I like him. Squares it. Mbappe bang it. Embrace. Yeah, that was crap. It's never a corner. You're shameless, Mbappe. You know that's not a corner. That was media. I need to give you striking lessons. Yes, I'm living off that one goal. To be fair, I'm sorry, Mbappe. It has hit Lascelles. Wait. Surely they're giving a corner for that. Where the hell's the linesman? Mbappe, I apologize. The ref, you need to get that right. What the hell's going on? Would you name your kid Eddie? Nah, G. Decent name, but nah, G. Newcastle Port is great. This will live on in folklore. A bit like with Lens yesterday, this is going to be probably performance of the season. And Newcastle deserve this. As an Arsenal fan, I don't think anyone looks forward to going to Newcastle away. Bacola should have started. Emre's got, I don't think you can blame Emre. I think his players have been crap, but he's got to take responsibility. Embrazy, pass the ball, blood. Shoot! Meady from Vitayo. Man said, well, there's no way I'm going to ask the mother of my kids in the future to carry my kid for 9 months and then say, yeah, we're going to call him Eddie. Big up Eddie, it's a decent name, but that's not for me. I need a bit more drip on my kid's name. Middle name Romario. I want my kid to be unruly, man. Probably will. If he's anything like his dad, I'm not looking forward to looking after my kid, but he's going to give me a lot of sleepless nights. But big up the kids. Big up the dads out there. The dads who look after their kids. Some of you are on my live stream and your baby mums are asking for money and you ain't sent it. So after this stream, go and deal with that. Let me put this phone on charge before you die. Ouch! Cramp! Oh my God! Oh! forgot you lot for tuning in after Soldier. Oh my god. If you lot just felt the pain I felt reaching for that charger. Oh my god. I'm too old to play football now. I'm done at 28 years of age. Oh my days. We're into the last 3 minutes plus added on time. Oh my god. You know when something hurts so much, you have to take your mind somewhere that you can't feel the pain. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Doku bagged, bro. This I'm not, boy. If you're Benjamin White or anyone, it's a long day on Sunday against Jeremy Doku. If Pep can take the rawness out of his game, that's a real player. Because all he's missing is consistent end product, which he's clearly showing already. You know, Pep's gonna give him them. He's gonna become lit. Pope's been given a yellow card for time wasting. They've done well, Lens. Definitely played a lot better than a team that looks that's 15th in the table right now. It wouldn't surprise me if Lens go lose at the weekend because they're probably still drunk off that result. Dembele, Vitaya, Mbappe. Don't know what he was doing, but could be a counter attack for Newcastle. You're asking a lot of Isaac Mahrez. I know he's quick. He can't keep that in. DG, are you worried about our level of physicality? I guess so. They've won their last 3 fixtures, including the one against us. They're doing their thing then. The sacrifices you make for us, DG, on that chair. Sacrifices you lot make for me, man. There's a billion YouTubers out there. Well, billions an exaggeration, millions. But you're here. Appreciate you lot. Not worthy. Hakimi, Mbappe, about to get his pocket. Oh, he's mazy little run there. Surely a foul, ref. Has to be a foul from on the Newcastle, man. Don't know what Mbappe's moaning about. It's been a good watch. I don't know if you agree if you're them, man. Gordon, you're right, man. To be fair, watching it on the replay, I don't know. I understand why Mbappe might be a bit aggrieved there, to be brutally honest with you. Boy, the only thing PSG have done well today is score a goal. Gavi's been sent off. Saliba might not get called up to the French squad. I don't mind that. Six goals this season for Alvarez. Oh, Pedro has scored in added on time to put Lazio ahead against Celtic. Oi, stop it, Alvarez. If you haven't seen Julian Alvarez's goal, go and look at it. And guys, make sure to get these to 100k subs or more since he becomes live for us so he can work. You're too kind, man. I think we should drop Havertz and Zini for Thomas Partey and Tomiyasu. Just lock everything off defensively and let the front four cook. I hear that, but our front four, have they been cooking? 5 minutes of added on time, people, and then we're done. I mean, more dramatic things have happened in football. I can't see 2 goals coming out of nowhere. You'd imagine Newcastle have done just enough. Hakimi, bare pretenders for PSG on the pitch. Gonzalo Ramos was so short there. Murphy, bang it. Movie settings. Oh, it's 4-1. No way the centre-backs are doing this. No way. Hey, you lot got vibe. And that was all PSG's undoing. Wow, that's goal of the game. That's a finish from the centre-half, lad. He probably learned that from his international colleague, Granit Xhaka. Great performance from Newcastle. Fully deserved this. And this will be a game remembered for the young and old for years to come. PSG, you might as well just come off now, ref. There's no need for 4 minutes or 5 minutes of added on time. Luis Enrique, I don't know why you're staring into the wilderness. You need to ask someone for some tobacco and some weed and build some spliffs immediately because this is horrible. You lot have deserved this. You lot are meaty. Playing out from the back, they've been shot in their feet all the time. This is horrible. Look, and it's that Ramos shoot. His pocket was picked. Sarr picked his pocket, played a 1-2 with Murphy, and he said, you know what? Movie settings. He's a finish, you know. Sarr, you know. Where is the centre-half there? That tells you that Newcastle don't rate you. Why on God's green earth is Sarr there? Hey, and the man's slipping as well. The slip has actually helped him to caress that into the net. Donnarumma, Midi, see ya. Game, set, and match. How am I feeling? Feeling a lot better than yesterday. Mazzolini. Absolute Mazzolini today. Newcastle and City putting the English game in pride. Man United and Arsenal busting blanks. Did he mean that? Even if he didn't mean that, it's a flipping finish, lad. You don't shoot, you don't score. 3 minutes left. I taught him that, you know.
Against this right back, Charlie, definitely.
You've got to believe. You've got to believe. No way PSG win champs before us. Arsenal, a long time away. Alan Shearer, come on, lad. You look a bit more happy. I hear you, lot. Big up my Arsenal fans, but ain't no trying to hear about Arsenal today, man. Tomorrow thing. Ain't no trying to hear about Arsenal today. Don't upset me, man. We're enjoying football as a neutral right now, man. Quite happy for Newcastle. I don't care about no English teams, but yeah, DG slipped that keeper the brown envelope. Either way, history was made, man. And to be fair, I should show you the clips, the amount of times I attempted to do that and hit the post. Target on for no reason. I hear it. We should have, man. I leave that tomorrow, Arsenal fans. We'll go again tomorrow. Ain't no one trying to hear that, man. Thought that was a free kick to PSG. And it is a free kick. It's too late, man. You got 2 minutes. It's too late. Defensively horrible. You got Hakimi, Hernandez, pardon me, Donnarumma, Skriniar. How are you defending like that? And it's not just the defense, the whole team. The only time PSG looks somewhat competent is in the final third. And how much can I say competent? Going into the game, before anyone could score for it, probably be PSG. Not today. Football matches, once again, ain't one on paper. Ball into the box. Oh, big up you, man. The game is the game, man. The game is the game. They need to go home, man. Try to beat the traffic. I don't know what airport is in Newcastle, but PSG might as well pack up now. Look, there's thousands of Newcastle fans. Just try and beat the traffic, man. This is horrible. Last minute of their game. Kylian Mbappé. Ramos. You know, I'm so happy I'm not involved in PSG, boy, because Arsenal lost 2-1. At least this is sourcing. At least we never got sourced. We will get sourced at some point this season. Ref, how long? This is like in Football Manager. For those of you who follow my Football Manager live streams, when you don't think you're going to get a positive result and your team surprise you. Based on performance, do you think Mbappe's value has fallen? Probably not. He's still going to be worth a crap load amount of money. It's Kylian Mbappé after all. The next watch along from myself, people, will be Arsenal versus City. They said it was group of death for Newcastle. Technically, it still is. Newcastle said, call the feds. Not for us, though. Call an ambulance. Not for us to do what they need to do. Big them up. Newcastle deserve this. And for 10 seconds, I'm going to be a Geordie. I still won in the champs. Ref, the game's done. Ref. Why, ref, why are we still playing? Imagine if you're a little school kid and you was at this game. You're going to be the man or the girl in school tomorrow, you know. Vitaya, why on God's green earth did you shoot? That sums up PSG. Ref. You're wasting everyone's time. We're over a minute now. Boy, Newcastle bossed it today. The only thing they can be disappointed with is that they've conceded. But I don't think anyone from Newcastle expected to win 4-1, but you probably did expect to concede. It's a fantastic performance from everybody connected to Newcastle. Obviously, naturally, you're going to, and that's the game done. You're going to focus on how poor PSG were. Meaty. Need Arsenal to bring this energy on Sunday. Less of the Arsenal things, man. Less of the Arsenal things. Speaking of Arsenal, in fact, I did a video on what wingers we potentially should sign. So go and look at that. But yeah, people, the game's done. It's been a fantastic game. We saw 5 goals. Newcastle 4, PSG 1. 4 points from 2 games. Newcastle have given themselves a fantastic position. There's still 4 games left in the group stages. And then Newcastle can't get complacent, which I don't think Eddie Howe and their players will. But they deserved it. you know, and it just shows you away games under the lights in the Champions League is crazy. Big up you lot, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. I'm gonna love and leave you lot. Let me let you lot get out of here. Again, without you lot, it would be dead watching these games. I'm blessed to have a support network like you lot and just share the love of the game, man. So yeah, you lot, one love, man. Safe. Mbappe, shout me, man. Shout me, man.
There's always just that active red line. Defenders have been given like. There's always just that active red line. Defenders have been given like.